All right, and we are live. Greetings, greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm your hostess and your melanated queen, Lil Foxy, aka Seven Wonder. Today, y'all, we have some special guests in the building. We have Gold Sugar and we have the Tagger, okay? The Tagger. Today's topic, y'all, we're going to be just getting into things that affect us on a daily basis. Y'all might want to get into it. Tune in, y'all. Make sure you like and share this video if you can resonate with it. Like it so we can hype it and like it. Share if you care, and subscribe if you like our vibes over here. Okay, we got Fox Galaxy Studios in the building. Fox Studio Galaxy, how are you today? Glad to see you are here. Glad to see you've joined. Okay, spread the word with the world, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and minimize my screen. We have special guest Gold Sugar, and we have special guest the Tager. How are y'all doing on this Good Friday, y'all?
Doing good. I see the glasses. They are cute.
Girl, these glasses got a crack in them. Thank
I can't see the crack.
you. You can't see it, or you can.
I cannot.
Oh, she said send it to her email address. What is going on, Miss Babs? Okay, hold on. All right. So, guys, I really wanted I wanted Melanated Chicks to join this if she could. Let me see if I can get her signed on here. I don't know. More it says she says send it to her email address. Okay. Today's topic, y'all. I gotta tell y'all. Okay, Fox Galaxy, you're going to be 21 in 5 to 4 days. Well, happy early birthday to you.
Happy early birthday.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully you'll have fun celebrating. Um, Sorry, I gotta try to find this link and send it to her, y'all. Um, yeah, let me get into what happened today. Okay, so y'all might be aware, the audience may or may not be aware that I have been dealing with what is it? Fourth grade this week. So same school that I've been at for the past couple of weeks, but this week is fourth grade. Okay. This is my first week with these fourth graders. Okay. Sorry. And what ended up happening today is basically um, the fourth graders were venting to me about because they switched classes. So the fourth graders were venting to me today, and they were like, "Oh, Miss G, the other class when they come over here, they are like trashing the classroom, girl." And they were trashing the classroom. They had papers all across the floor, trash on the floor, just did not try to clean up at all when they left out, and they had to go back across the hall to their class. So that was the first day they did it, and I was like, yeah, it looks terrible. So I tried to make an announcement for them to make sure they clean up after themselves. Today they did the same thing again. Then today the children were complaining to me that when the other class came over and they switched classes, they were saying and complaining that people were stealing their pencils, stealing their dry erase markers, just taking stuff. And they were like,
Mm.
and they always do this, and they've been doing this. And so I said, well, you want me to leave them a note? I said, and here's the thing, something told me to make sure I write the note on the whiteboard in the classroom and just leave it for them for Monday. But instead, they were already at the whiteboard, and I think they were doing stuff. So I couldn't really access the board and find a dry erase marker. Okay. I wonder why. So I was just like, I'll write a note. And maybe I was like, maybe we can leave the note somewhere. But I was like, oh, you could take it over there. So I didn't know that this other little girl, she had already gone across the room, across to the other side of the hallway to let the teacher know what was going on. Because I didn't send her over there. She went over there on her own. I didn't tell her to go over there. So she was like, yeah, she came back already. She was like, I let Miss Bond, let me not say her name. I let the teacher know or whatever. So I was like, I didn't know she was going over there, but I had already sent a note with one of the children to take over to her classroom. And basically, and I should have taken, usually when I write notes, I take pictures of everything I write just so I can have my own like account and my own
Uh-huh.
proof of what I did. But for this
Paper
particular
trail.
paper trail. So the note specifically said, dear Mrs. Such and such class, please like clean up after yourselves before you leave. And then it said something about please do not take materials out of Miss M's class when you leave. Please, leave all materials in the class. Don't mess with the materials and take them out of the class. Thank you kindly, Miss M's class. This wasn't coming from me. This was coming from the children. I was speaking on, their behalf. That's
Mm-hmm.
all it said. I get a note back like a minute or two later. Dear Miss G, um, if people are messing up the classroom, you need to get names of the ones that did it so they can clean it up. And you need to see the children actually taking things before you accuse children of stealing. So automatically she was being a bitch, right? And I didn't like the energy that was coming from her, because you're saying that I'm accusing children of stealing. So then after that, I was, you know what I said right in front of one of the students? I said, I'm not going back and forth with her about this. I don't have time for this because I could see she was being petty at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And the children were like shocked and appalled. They were like, she said you're accusing them. You're not accusing them. They always take our stuff. They've been doing it all school year. And she even saw them taking our pencils. They had a whole stack of our pencils in the hallway. They were taking them out of the classroom. So I said, well, you know what, guys, from now on, when y'all have materials on your table, just take your baskets and put them up on top of the cubbies before they come into the classroom so they can't touch your things. Put them up on top the top shelf so that way you don't have this issue. So they were like, okay, and that's what they did. So 2 minutes later after, no, maybe like 5 minutes later after that, I get another note from the other class.
Uh-uh.
Dear Miss G, I will not be taking Miss M's children to the bus stop today. So that was her way of being petty because like the last 2 days we were in the hallway and she was like, oh, you go ahead. I got them. I take them to the bus. You don't have to, you just go ahead. I got them. So this was her way of being fucking petty. Sorry about the expletives to the Tager. But yeah, she was being petty. And so I was like, I don't have time for this petty ass bitch. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I've taken them to the bus stop before. What's the difference? I got to put them on the bus anyway. What the freak is the difference? I'm just walking them down there and coming right back. So I was going to wait around for her ass because I wanted to address her about it. So I told the teacher's assistant what was going on, and she was just listening to me. She said, we appreciate you being here. I have had several teachers tell me, thank you so much for coming and showing up every day. Thank you for being here. I've had some of the children in that classroom giving me hugs when they leave out for the day. Miss G, you always look so nice. Miss G, I like your jewelry. I like your earrings. Some of the teachers, I like this. I like your glasses. I like your earrings. I like your jewelry. I like your rings. I like your bracelets. I like your outfit. So, and then I've seen kindergarten because I was dealing with them for a whole month.
Mm-hmm.
And they coming up to me, giving me hugs in the hallway. Miss G, Miss G. I was supposed to go see them today because it was my last day at the school, but I wasn't able to make it over there because our schedules did not meet up. Whenever I had free time, they were out of the classroom somewhere else. So I didn't get to go say hi or bye to them today. But for the most part, I've had a pretty good rapport with the staff. So I took the children to the bus stop, came back. She never came out of her classroom. As a matter of fact, she made sure her door stayed shut. She didn't come in the hallway. So I waited. I waited for the bitch to come outside. And so she came out the classroom. So I said, I'll just call her Miss B for Miss Bitch. Okay. And really her name does start with a B. So I said, Miss B, I said, I wasn't trying to, accuse the children of stealing. That's not what I was doing. You did. You did. And she walking down the hallway looking like a fucking witch ass bitch. Sorry to the favor. You did. You did. What the fuck is your problem, bitch? So after she got like that, I just looked at her and I just walked off. I couldn't. I shook my head. The teacher assistant, she was down the hall looking. I just shook my head. I pointed at her. I was like, and I just walked the F off. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the office. And so there was a teacher that I was working with in the office. So I said, is there anyone in here in the office that I can talk to? And she was like, "Oh, yeah, just a minute, what's going on?" So I explained the situation. So as I'm talking about the situation, the administrative lady walks in and she was like, what teacher is this?" And I told her, "Miss B." She came over there and gave me a hug. "Miss G, I am so sorry." She said that you experienced that. She said, "She's like that. She's like that." So another teacher was in there. She said, "Oh, but they said make sure you get a paper trail going." So they said email the principal, the assistant principal, and Miss another lady. So I said, "Okay." So they were right. She was writing it down for me, right?
Mm.
So I said, "Okay." So then she said, "Yeah, keep that paper trail. Keep that paper trail going. So, just in case anything comes up." So I said, "Okay, I'll do that." So I got the names of who I need to talk to send these emails to. So then when I went outside, I saw this administrative lady. She had just came up to me yesterday during recess asking me how were things going, was everything okay. I said, fourth grade is a little rough, they're rougher than kindergarten. She was like, "Well, just let the assistant principal know, because I don't want you to get into something permanent if you're not happy. I want you to be happy." So I let her know what was going on. So she looked at me, she said, "Well, she can't pick and choose. She can't pick and choose." I said, "No, I didn't have a problem taking them to the bus because that's what I'm supposed to do anyway."
Mhm.
She was like, "No, I'm gonna have a talk with her because she can't pick and choose." And she said, "I'm gonna have, the assistant principal to talk to her and to talk to you." That's what she told me.
Mhm.
What's good, Maddie Ice? Maddie Ice in the building. Yes, Maddie Ice. I always have paper trails. So I ended up leaving that note that she left me on the teacher's desk. So apparently the teacher that I'm substituting for and her must be kind of close, because the teacher's that I'm substituting for, her birthday was yesterday and she broke her ankle. She was at some type of field trip at the air place or whatever, jumped up, landed on her sprained ankle and broke it. So that's what happened to her. So the children had made her like cards and they sent in stuff for her. So the bit across the hallway, she's supposed to be taking all that stuff to the other teacher's home that I'm substituting for. So I was going to like email, and I still might just say, something, and just leave it lighthearted with her. But I know now that they're probably close. So I don't want to really do too much, because dealing
Mhm.
with these bitches called females out here, we just can't win in this world, y'all. So now I have to take time out of my weekend, because I'm not doing it right now. I'll take time for probably to sometime tomorrow to just email everything and put it into a nice little email and send it out to who I need to send it out to, and do what I need to do. Cross my T's and dot my I's over this little scummy ass, little demonic ass biatch.
No.
Because I don't know what I did to her. And the sad part is, y'all, this is the sad part. The children were in there talking about her, about they don't want to go over to her classroom. One girl said she didn't like her. And I'm sitting up here trying to uphold for this biatch. I'm like, she's a good teacher. She's been teaching for over 34 years, because we had a rapport. We were talking. That's the part I don't
I
understand.
have a question.
What?
Is she older?
She's older.
That'd be the worst ones.
Same thing Mama said. So look, but she sounds older. So look, so she came over to my classroom. She was like, "If any of them give you a problem, you send them to me. You send them to me. If any of them give you a problem,
Oh,
send them
that's
across here to
mhm.
me." So that was that. And then, I was like in the hallway, I was commending her. I said, "I commend you." I said, "Because the children, they scared of you. They scared to go to your class." She said, "That's a good thing." I said, "Yeah, it is a good thing." But yeah, so basically I was in there trying to uphold for her, take up for her. Before this happened, this happened right before we were leaving to go home, y'all.
Mhm.
All week, it was no issues. I almost made it to the very end. No F, y'all. F your feelings Friday. I don't give a F. You might hear some expletives. Excuse me, Tager. Excuse me. Oh, sugar. But yeah. she really irritated me, and I could feel my blood pressure going up, and I was trying to keep my composure because I'm in front of the children. I don't
Right.
want to come off with an attitude. Then after that happened, one of the little girls, she was like, Miss G, I really like your outfit. You always so well put together, and your outfits look so nice. And all these good things. I'm like, well, thank you, Miss Lady. I said, you too. I like your necklace. The expression on my face, y'all, when I got in that hallway. One of came up to me when I was leaving the bus stop coming back through the hallway. She was like, who are you substituting for today? Because I don't think I've seen you all day. Yeah, I think you have seen me today. But I was like, Miss M, I just kept it moving. Went to that office, yeah, and went to the back of the office. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna be back. I went to the teachers' lounge. I put out some of Miss Queen's flyers for her cleaning business.
Hmm.
And I also put up one of my real estate flyers in the teachers' lounge. Hopefully, the hating bitch don't try to take it down, y'all, because people be
People
hating
do be hating
hard with a
hard.
passion, with a vengeance.
And I just feel like, is this, I don't think so. I wouldn't know because I'm not part of any other community. But it like, does this go on with other people, or is it specifically like, because it seems very much prevalent with the black female situation. Like men aren't like that, black men aren't like that. Like
So
they can have little quarrels and get past it, but
let's ask
it's mm,
Matty Ice, because he's a Caucasian guy. He's not offended. He watches the channel, Matty Ice. We talk about a lot of racial topics over here. I talk about white people. I talk about melanated people. When it comes to like the reality of it, I am not biased. I will point out our flaws. Matty Ice, is it like this in your community? Because I don't feel that y'all, if he's still on here, I don't feel that y'all go through this as much. Now, I've heard males say that they do go through this too, but to the extreme measures of melanated females, I don't think it's the same.
I don't think it is either.
I really don't. So anybody, feel free to speak up and let us know. Type it out in the chat because we want to
I
hear.
don't I don't think it's the same. And I don't know if I sent you this, but it was like maybe like a month or two ago. I think I sent it. I've at least sent a screenshot, I think, to you and Momo. And it was he said not at all. um no, but it was like a post on Facebook, and somebody was saying something about basically like working with black females, and I think
Mhm.
it was more like having a black female manager, which is probably where I'm headed
Please.
in the conversation. And they were in when I went to the comments, somebody was like the comments, it was so many people who were like, yeah, because I don't know if they think that they doing this, but they don't want anybody to get ahead, but they're trying to show tough love, but don't, because it's just like you're
Mhm.
making it difficult on us for no reason, and it's like you
Yeah.
single the other black female,
Mhm.
like employees out versus you, but you don't treat everybody else the same way. And but it was so many people in the comments. I always felt like, I just hear us, kind of make these complaints or whatever. And
Mhm.
I'm like, no, it's a known thing, but like people don't really, I don't think it's heavily vocalized in public
Mhm.
for some reason or whatever.
Mhm.
Whatever. I vocalize it because forget all that. Oh, we ain't gonna down each other in public. Hell no. We need to call that out because it's not okay, and they need to be recognized for it. Because they try to hit you with that whole, oh, I'm a black female, I'm a minority in this corporate world, and then nah,
Mhm.
bitch. Forget you and your minorityism, because you
Mhm.
you shouldn't even be in the position you in.
Oh. Tell it. Tell it like it is. Go sugar. Go sugar.
Don't I was girl. I was hot. So I don't know if well, do you mind if I go into
No, get into it. That's what we're here for. Stuff your feelings prior.
so F girl. So I don't know if I mentioned this to you last week. So this it stemmed from last week. The majority of it happened last week, but then it like came back up yesterday, right?
Yes.
So okay, so I work with a very diverse group. The
Mhm.
people that I interact with the most, as far as like other leaders and stuff, they are white. They're predominant. The people that I have to interact with is mostly white men.
Mhm.
The last multiple like people I've had as like managers have been white men. Now,
Mhm.
I have said this years ago. I've always been very adamant that I do not do well with Black female managers since I was 15
That's
until now.
that is that's
So
terrible.
for 25 years, I can consistently say that. And I remember one time somebody told me, they were like, "Well, are you sure you're not the common denominator?"
Mhm.
Um, Asshole, if I was the common denominator, I wouldn't just say it about Black females. I would
Right.
be like, every manager I have a problem with. It would be white managers and Hispanic managers and Black men. I'm only calling out one demographic. So how am I? I was so irritated about it. I was like, this is the most idiotic thing I think I ever heard. If I'm okay, whatever. so, so this is what happened to me recently, right?
Mhm.
And you, like, as you know, this has been a thing for years. Like I literally have just pointed out. So, all right. So I'm assistant manager, in the position that I am where I work. I
Congratulations.
have no like real drive to be in any form of leadership. Like it's just that's not my thing. And then they'd be always, in like the corporate fields, they're like, oh, well, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? I have no corporate passion at all. I'm more of a creative person. Like I
Yes.
like to do hands-on stuff and
Uh,
decorate and music.
yeah.
I'm more of an artistic type person or something like that.
Girl.
There is nothing in the corporate world that I'm just like, oh, I have such a desire to do project management and process design. Like, no, it's not. No, I don't want to sit at a computer all day, like in any regard, unless I'm doing floor plans or something. Nothing in this world is like there's a passion and a drive. Like y'all can sit there and lie. I'm old. I'm too old, and I've been here too long to sit here and figure it with y'all. I can do anything probably, and I can do it well if I'll try. Like, but is it to be like, oh, I'm so passionate? No, it's not happening. I am who I am. So the conversation came up about, oh, there might be a management role for the work that you support.
Okay.
I get it. People give me knowledge across the board. You know this better than anybody else. That's what people say. Is it true? Maybe. I don't know. I ain't gonna beat my own horn, but if that's what they feel, that's what they feel.
Mhm.
So the manager who currently owns the work, again, I support his team with that work. He told me like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or something. He's like, I think there's going to be an opportunity where you can take over this role. He's like, I'm pushing it to go to you,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
He was like, are you interested? I was like, I mean, same thing I just told you. I was like, I mean, I never really was looking for to get into leadership or whatever. Like I kind of ended up here. I was like, but I've been doing it for a while, so it's cool. And so he was like, I think you can do it. I said, well, if you think I can do it, then I probably can do it, right? This is the conversation I had with him. So he was like, all right, because I'm gonna push for you. So then I have a conversation with my manager. So like 2 years ago, I got a Black female manager, and I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. So then she got promoted. I don't agree with her promotion. I didn't agree with her promotion then, and I told somebody, I was like, I don't know how she got promoted because she has not done anything to be worth being promoted for. Not hating, just being realistic. Because the lady don't even know what I do. You can't be
Mhm.
my manager and not know what I do. How can you rate my performance? You don't know what I do. You don't know what I do, so you don't know what my work entails. Like when I say what I do, she says, because you handle this. No, I don't handle that at all. That's not in my zone.
Mhm.
So then they promoted her. They give me another manager, another Black female manager. I'm like, oh, they just really doing it here.
Mhm.
And I was like, so far so good. I really hadn't had no issues. I really hadn't had no issues, and that's very likely because they're very hands off. Because like I said, they don't even know what I do. I
Mhm.
don't really need to interact with them because the people that I work with, these white guys over here, and
Mhm.
their team, like that's who I work with. So that's probably why, right? Because we go to meetings, but we don't really have a lot of. We just don't need to really interact heavily.
Right.
So fast forward, the my my manager's manager again. She was my previous manager, but she got promoted. She pulls me up on a call like last week, and she's like, "Hey, um." I just wanted to ask you something. This is out of the blue, so this is already uncommon. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on? So
Okay.
she's like, so I don't know if you know that they were talking about having a role open up for the work that you support. And I was like, yeah, the other manager had mentioned it. He had mentioned it, briefly. I was like, nothing was in stone. I was like, but he said it could be a possibility. And she was like, yeah, because I like they basically So the manager that I talked to who currently owns the work that they're trying to hire a new manager for, and my manager's manager. Okay. So
Okay.
her, so this is the person 3 levels above me,
Mhm.
the person who owns the work, 2 white men. She's like, they're advocating for you to do the work.
Okay.
Me, her, and my manager were like, no, she doesn't want to do it. I
Mhm.
was like, I never said that, because I give everybody the same answer. I'm like, if the opportunity arises, if it's something, like if you'll be like, here's something that you already do, we
Mhm.
gonna change the title
Mhm.
and pay you more to do it. Well,
Mhm.
of course I'm gonna do it. Like, of course I'll do it, right? So I'm listening or whatever, and I'm like explaining to her. I was like, well, I said, first of all, I said, I didn't say that. I was like, now I did say, like, like, perhaps, like, I never said like, oh, I absolutely, like, that's my main desire is to get into leadership. I said, no, I talked about, other, you know, avenues to go to still be able to move up, because, you don't want to be stagnant, right? So I was like, I discussed that with my manager, whatever. I was like, but I never said like, no, that's like absolutely out of the question, right?
Mhm.
So I was just listening, like, how is it that 2 white men that I don't report to, like, they're not on my team or any, like, I technically do not report to these people.
Right.
How are they like advocating for me for something? And the 2 black females that I immediately report to are like, nah, not her. What?
Girl.
And they're telling you this is the most qualified person to do the work. I felt away for sure. And I just was like, but I've been there for so long. And with age and all of that, you just like, people gonna do what they're gonna do. Like, in these jobs, they're gonna do what they want to do,
Mhm.
whatever, right? So
Mhm.
I vented about it, whatever. And then this week comes around. So yesterday, matter of fact, so the manager who was very heavily advocating for me, he was like, yeah, I can't wait to put. So we do like a call like every periodically or whatever. So we pull up, and he was like, oh yeah, he's like, I've got a lot to say about something concerning you or whatever. And I was like, what is it? He brought
Oh.
that up. He brought
Oh,
that up
girl. Hold on. Let
because
me put the
he
hair blockers on real quick.
he brought that up. He was like, you didn't do anything wrong, but he was talking about the situation. And I told him, basically the conversation I had. And he's like, yeah, he's like, this is wrong. He said, first of all, he's like, they didn't give you, like, they, basically were being sneaky. Like, he had a lot to say, and he was very upset. And I was like, I said, I appreciate you advocating for me and having my back. Why is it the white man? Like,
Girl, they were hating on you.
and not the, like, I was like, this is so opposite. Like, I didn't say the white part to
Oh
him, of
my
course,
goodness.
but you have to look at it like that, because let the world tell it. It's like, oh, the white man is out to get us, and this is
Mhm.
and that, and they trying to hold us back.
Yeah.
I've had so much more success with
Mhm.
having anybody other than a black female manager. Anytime I've ever been like stagnated or held back or had issues, it's consistently, I can say, it has happened with a black female manager. Not to say like, oh, never has I've had like a white male manager and not had,
Mhm.
a good situation with them. One out of, but consider that, right?
Mhm.
Let's talk about that part.
We can
So
talk
if you're in a corporate environment, right, it's like, you know what, where I work. So
about.
we're considering this is a major corporation. This ain't no little like ring a dink or somebody, then whatever, like 500. No, you're talking about thousands upon thousands of people. Like, it's a big corporation, billion-dollar corporation.
Mhm.
You already know, like, we're like, black, period, whether you white or, I mean, female or male, you're
Mhm.
already the men. Like, it's not a lot of y'all. It's not a lot of y'all. Majority of the management, leadership, whatever, it is majority white males. The next after white males is probably white females. After that, it might be black men, and then maybe black women, and who knows what else before black women, because we not high on the totem pole, just being in that corporate type of environment. So if I'm like, oh, I had a bad experience with a white male manager before, yeah, but I've had 30 of them. but I had one bad experience with one of them. I've
Mhm.
had 5 of y'all, and all 5 has gone bad.
Girl, that is horrible.
Like that's the type of ratio we talking about. It's
Mhm.
like y'all don't even pop up often, but when you do, like
Mhm.
you already got guards up and like,
Mhm.
oh boy, here we go. And so I would say this is probably an experience that's been a little bit different, just because like it's like I was like I knew it won't gonna be like something to not be like these bitches. Like,
Right? Oh my god.
because usually it's like a situation where it's like, I mean, it feels like, oh, somebody just hating on you, whatever, whatever, right? Like
Mhm.
that's usually what I feel like I run into, or oh, this person got a bad attitude, or they act like they got a problem with you for no reason. That's usually like what it is. But I'm like, this is different. But
Mhm.
this is probably is messed up. It's messed up,
Girl,
and I'm just like, I was like, well, why? Like, what's the why? You know what I mean? It's
right.
because you feel like, oh, this other person is competition. It
Yeah.
is, and it's like, but I feel like it could be for so many different reasons. I feel like it could be the reason of, um, it could be the reason of, like physically. What is it, babe? I am, but not very specifically. So, anyways, it could be about physical or whatever. It could be about like, oh, this is competition, da 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 da, or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's girl, it's
Mm,
been
interesting.
it's been every job I've had. Because
Ooh.
I remember when I worked at a furniture store,
Mhm.
and I used to sign up, like I was through a temp agency, right?
Mhm.
I was okay with the girl who was the little office manager, whatever. I come in, I do all the time. Oh, somebody didn't come in. Can you stay over? Sure, I'll stay over. Whatever. Like I was, very much dedicated,
Mhm.
whatnot. It was a
Mhm.
temp agency. This was back in my young age, and lo and behold, I used to get attention from some of the men on the sales floor. These was older people,
Mhm.
but I think it was somebody she liked. Why
Mhm.
my hours slowly started dwindling back, and she was like, it was some new girl they hired, and I'm like, why would you give her the hours? She doesn't. One, she does a bad job. She doesn't know what she's doing. She calls
Mhm.
out a lot. So you gonna cut my hours and give them to the person who's unreliable.
Oh no.
That was probably one of, nope, not my first experience, because then girl, you take it back to the fast food days,
Oh
like
boy.
just attitude, attitude for no reason. So it's literally been
Mm. Mm-mm.
job upon job upon job. But it's just like, why? And you know what I appreciate is because I've talked to people that I work with who, I guess I'm technically, above them in a level or whatever. But
Mhm.
I still treat people like the way I want to be treated. Like I don't want to work with somebody and um, you know, they they power trip. Yeah, somebody you power trip and snapped on them in the room one time a little bit. They was after that. They was like, oh, I gotta gotta have somebody in the office with her. She was tripping. She was power tripping a little bit. I was like, you gotta check these people when they get these roles. But
Oh, a good thing started down.
yeah, that's your homegirl. But
Okay. Oh shoot. Look,
yeah.
hold on, y'all. We got Miss Vaughn in the building. I gotta bring her up. Maddie, I said might look good on your resume taking a new position. And I would say just despite them bitches, I will go ahead and take that new position, girl.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no. That opportunity was crushed.
Really? So it's no longer
Yes.
on the table?
No, ma'am. Not to my no.
Oh, I thought because
Yes.
to my understanding, when I remember you telling me something about they suggested that you could level up to this new position. They thought you would be great for it because you're so organized. Was this the thing that you're telling me about?
No, that's something different.
Oh, okay.
That's something different. But that's something I have no experience in, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna put my eggs all in a basket of something I have no experience for. So in order to do that, I feel like that's a lateral move, and then try to move up once you get to a different area. But I
Okay.
feel like if you're already in a certain space and you have a certain amount of experience, I would imagine in most situations it would be easier to level up where you already have a high level of experience.
So basically, they tried to downplay you to these managers so they would not consider you for the position.
I don't know what the conversations were, but I just was like, I mean, I don't know who was, a part of all of the conversations. All
Mm.
I know is I heard that's two white men advocating for you and two black women that
Man,
are
yeah,
your actual managers that are like, nah, son.
that's
Like, and
crazy.
it was just I was like, why? Why would it doesn't even matter if you think I'm interested or not. Like, why would you ever go into a room and be like, no for this? Like, if somebody else is saying yes, and like, oh, yeah, she on my team. Yeah. Why would you say no? That seems insane. Because God forbid, what happens when it's like performance review time? Like, that doesn't make me feel good at all.
Yeah, man.
Because that's how, like in our industry, like your leadership has to advocate for you when it comes to like your performance, because you're competing against your peers, right?
Mhm.
So if you won't advocate for me for something like that, why would I believe that you can advocate for me for anything?
Yeah, you can't trust them. They will backstab you, and they've shown that. So, not to change the subject, because we can still talk about it. But
No, you're good.
we have Miss Melanie the Chicks in the building, man. Oh my gosh, Miss Melanie, how are you doing today?
Woo!
You there?
Lord, it's been a
Hey.
day.
It's been a
Hi,
day. There she is.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. How
Okay.
you
How's it going?
We just, she was telling me about her experience dealing with black female managers. I was telling her
They're
about
the worst. I just hate to say it. They are the worst.
oh
And I
God.
don't know what it is. I don't know. I have not figured it out. And I really don't want to figure it out, but they are the worst. It's like you have to have a certain standard with these black managers, and they try to, I guess, pick you, and they see you the way they want to see you.
Hmm.
And if they don't like it, hey, you're out the door. They're not going to pick you. You're not going to be on their team. They are the worst. They're the worst. That's
I
all I got to say.
I wanted to talk to y'all about something, okay? And people might think this is cocky and arrogant, but I'm not being cocky and arrogant. Because I don't know if I shared this on the channel, but like I get a lot of like good compliments from like the children, sometimes other staff members, other teachers, just in general. Like, and so I don't know if maybe other people feel, like they want to downplay you or something like that, like you're not worthy. Like for Teacher Appreciation Week, I got roses. I got Winnie the Pooh teddy bear. I got what else did I get? I got a Starbucks gift card. Yeah, I was getting something and wasn't even expecting it. And like I got more stuff than I thought I didn't even think I was gonna get anything. But I was like, wow, these, children really like me, and the parents really went out their way to make sure that the children got me stuff. So it kind of like took me back when I got that response today out of nowhere, and I just didn't understand it. There's this girl that has this channel, and it's called Pretty Girl Survival Tips. Now,
Mm.
I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not being conceited, but the name of this channel is called Brown Girls Are Beautiful for a reason. And Gold Sugar has always been kind of stunning on the eyes, easy on the eyes, and draws a lot of attention naturally. I will speak to Miss Melanated Chicks from me seeing her in person and just knowing her. She always fixes herself up, always has her hair done, nails done, toes done, everything did,
Everything did.
those type. Gonna dress nice, smell nice, look nice, makeup done, well put together. She's not ever going out the house looking crazy, ever. So I feel in some form of or capacity that these things can actually work against you. And like I said, there is, check this girl out. It's called Pretty Girl Survival Tips. I'm going to put her channel up because she talks about how people are mean spirited towards people that have like, all right, that towards people that have like attractiveness or what people, other people find kind of stunning.
Now you remember back when I was like, I might have been like 18 or 19. I don't know if you remember this. I had applied for this job. I had met with the first person I needed to interview with. He pretty much was like, "Oh, you got the job." He was like, "If you can do that and that." He told me you got the job. He was like, "You just got another little final interview."
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I ain't get that job. The
You did,
interview
yeah.
with interview was with this black lady. She had like nappy dreads. I mean, it's okay if you got dreads, but she had like nappy dreads. She was
Yeah.
a little overweight. Like she wasn't, I mean, I won't say she was ugly, but I know
Mm,
I look way better than she did. And I just feel like that something has something to do with it. I don't, like we can only assume because nobody's ever like they're never gonna tell you like, yeah, I was hating on you, girl. That's why you get the job. I had no reason to like why I didn't get it, especially when the person who I previously talked to, and I think he was like a manager or something there, and she just happened to be like whoever coordinated, handled the interviews and stuff.
mhm.
That girl was like, "No, ma'am, you ain't coming up in here."
That's
So I did not get that job, and I was like, and that I think it was after that when I told you I was like, I'm a change how I appear when I go to these interviews, especially like in that case. I don't think I knew that it was. I don't know if I knew if it was a woman or not. But
mhm.
yeah, I definitely would put a little bit less if if it's an interview with a regular person, like somebody with normal, like I'll, put my best foot forward. But nope, if it's with someone that's of the same of me as me, then it's like, nope, we ain't gonna do no heels. We're gonna do a pantsuit. We ain't gonna do no skirt. Like we're gonna do flats, keep the glasses on, no contacts, like hair back, all of the things to just be like, let's just keep this as basic as we can. And I feel like some of it is the aesthetics, like it's a jealousy because of the aesthetics. I think in some situations, it's like an intimidation factor of
Yes, it is.
you're better than doing this thing than I am. So I don't need you to succeed because if you get on my level, you're gonna make me look bad. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm, mm,
Insecurities, self-esteem is very low,
mhm,
and just plain jealousy. It's
mhm,
funny that you brought that up because I thought I had a job. I went on to an interview, and it was three ladies and one guy. And the guy, he was like, "Oh, you've answered all the questions, this and that, this and that." And it was like 10 or 20 questions, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're very experienced, you're very diverse in this, you can do this, you can do that." Like, okay, so anybody have any other questions? And one of the ladies, that she was like, "Oh girl, let me fix my hair because her hair all done up. Let me look." And we were actually on a video cam. We was on a Teams meeting, and she was like all in the camera trying to fix her hair. And then the other girl, she was back there. Her lips were all swole. She didn't have anything to say. And then the other one was like, "Well, we'll discuss it and this and that, and we'll get back with you." You think they got back with me?
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Not, not, not at all.
So unprofessional.
They said she coming in here to be a supermodel. We ain't hiring no model.
No, we ain't hiring her. No way. Uh-uh. No way.
She gonna
It's
be too
sad
distracting.
and disgusting,
It is.
yes, it is. It's sad and disgusting to do your own
Mhm.
kind that way.
Because
And we just gotta change.
you
We
would
gotta
think
change
like,
that. We gotta change that pattern. We gotta change that narrative.
and
If you fit the job,
Mhm.
give it to that person. You know, you don't have to size someone up just because, you have mommy, daddy issues, self-esteem issues, you're envy of the next person. And that's what the problem is. Like, if you believe in yourself
Mhm.
and you strive in order to reach a certain goal in your life, it shouldn't be a problem out of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
These
And the thing,
jobs are just, they're very catty.
Yeah.
Very, very catty.
Yes, I
And
got I got accused of calling the children thieves, and I'm saying that the children are stealing, and I'm like, isn't that freaking serious? We're talking about markers and pencils, you bitch. Like,
but
really, what is your issue?
but
Yes,
the
you
thing,
did, you did. What is
but
your
the
fucking
thing,
problem?
the thing is, you really do have, like, in some instances, like one of my friends, she trained these, she knew the job, she trained people. There was an opening for a position. She trained everyone. They didn't hire her. They hired the people she trained instead of her.
Yes.
And it seemed racist, honestly, because all of the people they hired were white, and she was like, it was her and another black person that they didn't hire. That seemed very racist, right? So that does, it's not like that doesn't exist where people be like, I like they just racist, whatever. So
Mm.
that happens. So you have other people who will like be like, nah, like treat you wrong for no good reason, just because they, asshole, whatever. So it's like, why? why are your own why would your own people do that to you when we all out here fighting and got to make sure your name, you got a decent name. People ain't gonna throw your resume in the trash because your name look like it's a little too ethnic or whatever. Like, because that stuff is real. So it's like we already have to deal with that, and it's like, dang, you would think my own people would be looking out for me, and I ain't gotta hope that I get a white man to interview me so I can a non-racist one and I can get the job. And the other thing too is, like, I don't like consider myself a manager, but one of the girls be like, girl, because you my boss and da, 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 da. But she always, and it's not just her, it's like quite a few people, and they, it was both black, white, whatever. But they will be like, I appreciate how you are as a manager because you keep it real, you tell us what we need to know, and I think it's just my rapport with them. And I feel like, I treat other people how I would want to be treated, but I also like know that I have experienced way too many times where somebody like power trips, or they, are of our demographic, and now all of a sudden they gotta be a monster and all this or whatever. And it's like, I refuse to be like, it's nothing saying you have to be like that. Like, why not be cool with people? Because the thing is, why they treat, their own demographic a certain way, but then they'll go on a call with, white men and all these other people, and they put on this whole total different front, this whole total different attitude. But when you get around or get in, a situation with just yours, like, oh nah, I wouldn't. I'm gonna talk to them however I feel like it, but let me be around some other people. I wouldn't dare talk to them crazy. Like, I feel like, a little bit of slavery mentality, just a little something.
Hmm. Lack of respect for someone that looks like yourself. I agree. I agree with that. And
A little bit of Willie Lynch.
huh, William Lynch syndrome. So Tiger, you've been quiet. Have you been listening in on this conversation?
Yes, yes, I have.
What are your thoughts and your input about what we're teaching
Um,
you? This is the real world stuff.
it seems very messed up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say that, girl, your nephews are like, even in school, there's a certain demographic that looks like you and I, and they like, I ain't dealing with them. They got too much attitude.
Mm,
And I'm
it's
like,
horrible.
I can't even be mad at them because I get what their point is. Like, every time,
Yes.
if it's just
Yeah.
like they make it like, don't make the black girls look bad, little girls. Come on, what y'all doing?
Why do they have this extra attitude? Where are they seeing that at?
If they bring home Becky, I know why.
I mean, it is what it is at this point. Whoever
It
makes them.
is what it is. Whoever makes them happy. Like, I wouldn't be dealing with the attitude for no reason.
I wouldn't either. Because why do they have attitudes at the grocery store? Why do they have attitudes at the register? Why do they have attitudes just walking down the street looking crazy? I remember when we moved, and I said, why do all these people look like they got attitudes in the face? You remember
Hmm.
we said this.
And the thing,
And
it's not all, of course, but it's just, it feels like it's too many. And I
Mhm.
feel like I talked about this on my podcast when I had one years ago. And I
Mhm.
was just saying, like, why does it have to, like, why can't you just speak to your neighbor? Well, my neighbor speaks to me. She's a black girl. She speaks to me. Like mine's on my street speak. But you know what I'm saying? Like in general, like if you see somebody walking out the store, they ain't necessarily gonna speak, like might not even hold the door for you. It's
Mhm.
just like why I gotta be like that?
I
We
don't
could do
know.
better.
Something is wrong with people, y'all. I don't know. Something is wrong with people. Miss Vaughn, what you got to say about it?
This world is cruel in
It is.
itself. Yeah. We live in a cruel world. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not for us to understand. We have to try to adjust and readjust and make it better for yourself.
Yeah.
Because if we try to fix what we cannot fix, because we can't fix it,
Mm-hmm.
we can only fix ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to indulge in something, remove yourself from it. That's why a lot of people get away from the corporate world and they get away from,
Mm-hmm.
um, these backgrounds of teachers and uh, uh, assembly line workers, the manufacturer workers, the 9 to 5 workers. It's all over. Fast
Mm-hmm.
food restaurants. I mean, those is where you find people like us that's working day and night. For a little piece of change that we can barely get by on, and that's the reason why we need to find other avenues to where
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to really deal with
Mm-hmm.
so many and so
Mm-hmm.
much of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have your own business, then you can set the tone, you can set the pace, you
Mm-hmm.
can set the era to where, hey, this is what I do, this is my company, this is my product, this is my line, or whatever. And you can set the tone and the pace of how you want your life to be. And that's just what it is. It's not going to stop. It's going to keep on going. It's been like that for centuries, and it's just not going to get any better. You know,
Mm-hmm. I'm a
it's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say that, you know, we always say, oh, we're fighting to become as one, unite, unity, but it's not. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. You're in it by yourself. You're in it by yourself, and you got to do for yourself because you're in it by yourself.
And I'm a big advocate of always having. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Having building something outside of your regular job is what I push on the channel. And I named the channel Brown Girls Are Beautiful because I wanted to set the precedence of something else other than what we see in society. So, over here, I say we celebrate our golden glowers, our bronze beauties, our caramel cuties, because I think it's so much competition out here. People are stuck on stupid stuff. They stuck on complexion, hair
Mm-hmm.
texture, looks, this, that, just dumb stuff. And we're like, we can't even afford to be competing with one another. I'm serious.
We really can't. We really can't.
Maddie I said we need to be our own boss. Hmm. And
Yeah.
Miss Melanated just made an accomplishment over the weekend. She went back to school and got her degree.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I'm a grandma and went back to school, but it's
You
something
know,
that I wanted to do for me, not for anyone else. I just wanted to do it for me. Whether or not, I use it or not, I don't know. I may and I may not. But it's something that I wanted to do for me, just to see if to keep my to keep my to keep my brain in motion, to keep me going, to keep me thinking, to
mm-hmm.
keep my um just to keep feeling, because if I don't feed my brain, then it slows it down. So, but yeah, I'm glad that I did it.
That is
I'm
good.
glad that
And
I did it.
but that's a good idea because I feel like just the regular day-to-day world will make you stupider than you
Mhm.
are. Like
Yes.
I try to like break from my phone. Like I've noticed like I try to not really be on my phone a lot because I'm a scroller and I'm like I just feel like I'll take a break because I feel like this ain't good for my brain. Like I feel like this is dumbing me down. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good to to just be learning something new. Putting information in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Maddie, I said it. Congratulations.
That's probably good for your memory too. I think.
Yes. It's good for your memory too. If I had to
Mm.
memorize a lot of stuff,
A lot of reading
a
involved.
lot of reading, a lot of writing, a lot of typing,
Yeah,
a lot of studying.
a lot
So
of
yeah.
labor.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
but she did it.
So
Nobody can take the credentials away. And also, too, yeah, I think it does. Like, I talk about school a lot, but I feel like it is good to be college educated to some degree. Now, do I
mhm.
agree with some of the stuff they put us through? No, because I feel like some of those credits are unnecessary.
Yes.
You know, it is what it is.
Mhm.
But also outside of that, speaking on building, this is why something I always advocate and push for the nephews, for the newer generation coming up in this world. The Tager, are you listening to us?
I am.
I really want you and your brothers to work on some type of branding and business for yourselves.
Mm.
I'm so serious about that. I couldn't be more serious.
They have no passion at all regarding it. I've tried to encourage them to do it. I'm like, what are y'all interested in? Not even if you're interested in it. Why don't y'all get like we'll get you, because you can buy anything off Amazon, right? I was like, y'all can get like one of the little carts and go around the neighborhood and sell ice cream. Y'all can they have no desire to I just girl,
What happened to the bro squad?
Rose God has dismantled.
They'll figure it out.
They just brothers now.
Well,
And I was trying to get him to do like a little lawn care thing. Like,
mhm.
people be charging what $70 to cut your grass. I was like, you can go charge somebody $25-$30 to cut their
Look,
grass with your
because
little push lawnmower.
I just had to text the lawn dude today, Gerardo. He no speak of English, right? He cut the grass.
Mhm.
um, Last week he cut the grass. No, well, two. He does it every 2 weeks. He sends me a text today. I'm at the school. Something about payment pending. I'm like, payment pending. What is he talking about? I Zelled him the money, right? So I get to the house. I'm going through the bank statements on my phone to try to see all my transactions. So I screenshot it to him. I said, see, this said it went through. This one said it went through. He said he cut my grass on the first and last Friday. Technically, he's supposed to cut it again. He didn't cut my grass this Friday. So I sent it to him because I'm like, what is he talking about? I tried to get on the phone with him and I tried to have a conversation with him, but no habla español. So we couldn't even talk. So he told me to text him. So he texted me talking about, yeah, something about he cut the grass and I guess he was looking for payment. But I'm like, no, you got your payments. He didn't cut my grass today. So what payment is he looking for? So then he sends me back some type of text message. Okay, thank you. Girl. But yeah, if they get into lawn care service, which will be great if they could do that, I mean, they could make a lot of money in that, especially this time of year, if they're interested. Y'all got a lawnmower.
They got a lawnmower. We got 2 lawnmowers. They got weed eaters, leaf blower. They
Look,
have what's necessary.
and they have at Aldi's today what I saw, girl, what they Aldi's got. So if you don't have an Aldi's in your state, but if you do, check out Aldi's. They got all types of like outdoor garden care stuff right now. And they have these edge trimmers. So it's like an edge trimming tool so that you can create the edging around like your flower bed. They have those for like $14.99.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And some other tool. And they have planters. If you're trying to plant a garden, they
I
have
saw that planter.
yeah, girl, they got planters.
I might have to stop by Aldi's this weekend.
Yes,
I
I'm
think I
say
have one nearby.
go to Aldi's, y'all.
Because after the garden you were showing last week, I've been thinking about it. And I feel like I want to get ready to commit, but I still need to just, find my little designated location and whatnot and, spruce it up back there.
You said Aldi's is your store and Costco's. I have a Costco membership that I've had for a year. Did y'all use my membership ID number? Because I sent it to y'all. I haven't been in there one time.
No, I haven't used, well, I think we have Sam's Club and BJ's. We used to have Costco's, but I think now we're down to Sam's Club and BJ's.
Well, if
I
you
like Sam's Club the best. I
okay.
like Sam's, but BJ's is the closest one from the street. But BJ's has some really good like pre-seasoned chicken wings. The things are delicious. They you just throw them in the air fryer. They're for the air fryer. So in the frozen section, those things are delicious.
Mm. Yeah, so I haven't even used my membership since I've had it. But you're welcome to use my member ID number because I don't think they're gonna check if you need to get in there. So y'all just let me know. I'd rather for somebody to use it than for it not to get used at all. What is Miss Melanated Chicks doing? What you doing?
You know what?
What?
I was, scrolling, and it was a conversation going on about. Are y'all familiar with the sororities and the fraternities at the HBCUs?
Like the deltas,
Mm-hmm.
alpha. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I guess it was somewhere in Langston, and or it may have been wherever Langston is. I got to look it up,
Hmm.
but I don't know where Langston is. And they let two, like hillbilly, excuse my French, white girls into the AKA. So yes, yes. So it was a real debate. It was like 30 people on this live
Okay.
talking about it. And they were like, they were saying that it was just a disgrace because it's actually, melanated girls who go through that and they don't get selected, for some odd reason. Um, and it's not because of GPA or anything like that. It's just that they don't get selected. So, but these two girls, they were selected, and one of them had a bowling scholarship,
Ooh.
and the other one had a pickleball scholarship.
Just
I
check
didn't even know you could get scholarships for those.
And I'm like, how do you get a scholarship for bowling?
Right.
Like, is there money in that? Like I don't get it. I did not get that. And they showed the pictures and I was like, wow. Because I know that it was a girl that was on my campus and my school is a smaller HBCU. And one of my classmates, she didn't get in. And, she was on the honor roll. She had the GPA of 3.7. And, she wasn't raggedy looking or anything like that, And she was, on her game. But she did not get selected, And so it took me back when I started watching, the live. And I'm like, okay, so what did these girls do to get into this sorority? Like, and AKA is like one of the top of the line. You got to be this, that, this, and other. But to have a pickleball scholarship and to have a bowling scholarship and you Caucasian, like I didn't get that. So
They said K. Michelle got a scholarship for yodeling. Did you hear?
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. No. Seriously?
Uh-huh. She was talking about it on the Cam Newton show interview podcast.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So maybe they created a scholarship for them. I don't know how that works.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
know they had so many different types of scholarships.
me either, girl. To your point, Vaughn, you know, most HBCUs are founded by Caucasian people.
Founded or was named after.
Founded and named after. So if it's an HBCU, why would you name it after a Caucasian person? Because it's a historically black college. Why are you
I
naming it?
think that they did it because they could.
Nah. See,
And yeah,
you gotta look deeper into stuff.
just yes. So
Was was
just
it the
like
eight?
just like they and it's crazy because I took a history class and they were trying to say that this white guy,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of it because I didn't even go off into it,
Mm-hmm.
but this white guy invented the light bulb. Well, we all know he didn't invent the light bulb. So they put in history what they want to put in history.
Okay, but I'm talking about the name of the HBCUs. Like,
Right. So
mhm,
so I'm saying it to say is that all HBCUs is not founded by white people.
majority of them are.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was. I know the NAACP was. I didn't know the
Mhm.
schools were too.
Yeah, look it up. Look them up. A lot of the popular ones, like Spelman, is one of them. Um, Spelman is actually named after the one of the Rockefellers. Is her middle name. And there's another one that everybody likes to talk about, but that's also founded after a white person. We got one here, Johnson C. Smith University. That's named after a white person as well. Yeah, always rewriting history, Matty Ice. Exactly. So just do your research. A lot of people don't realize that they're following in the footsteps of like joining these sororities. That comes from Greek culture. That's not really coming straight from melanated people. They're just emulating something that, have been kind of like placed upon them through history. So people don't know why they haze to get into these sororities. They don't know why they do some of the stuff they do. They just do it because they've always been doing it. Kind of like, these pagan holidays like Christmas and Valentine's Day and all these things we celebrate that we're not supposed to celebrate, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff was passed down to melanated people. So they kind of follow in the footsteps, but they don't understand why they're doing it. They just do it because it's so normalized and they don't question it, they don't research it.
Yeah, just tradition.
It's just
Okay,
tradition.
okay, come back. I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah,
you must have left out and came back in.
yeah. So, oh shit.
Oh, something must be going on with her connection. But anyway, yeah, so that's one thing. But so this hantavirus situation, because um something about melanated chicks was telling me about them being on some type of small ship. Now, did you hear about this, Gold Sugar?
I know they were on a cruise ship.
The Tager? Did
Mhm.
y'all hear about this hantavirus?
Yeah, it's pretty much COVID season two.
You said what?
It's pretty much COVID part two.
COVID part two?
Mhm.
There was a point in time when we couldn't say the C word on this channel.
This is true.
Y'all remember how they were taking down all my videos every time I talked about it? I had so
Hmm.
many videos taken down because I mentioned COVID. I couldn't even speak about it. I was getting stricken, channel strikes. You
Yeah,
said part.
people were saying C19 instead
Mm-hmm.
online.
I was trying to spell it with a zero instead of an O. So the Tager, can you tell me what are your thoughts about the hantavirus? What have you heard in school? What's going on according to your research?
All I know is that it's like I'm pretty sure it originated in either Sweden or Finland. I can't remember. Pretty sure it was Sweden, and it was on a cruise ship. Came from a rat. Um, mhm. And I also heard that it has a 40% death rate. So,
That's
mhm,
scary.
yeah.
You know, 40% death rate. Okay. So what about pneumonia? What
Well,
rate is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Look, hey, I'm just saying, because all this stuff say they all of these viruses have the same
like symptoms.
symptoms. They have
Hmm.
the same exact symptoms.
Hmm.
Mm. Respiratory.
Respiratory, short of breath, can't smell, can't talk, can't eat, eyes watery, um, coughing, um, it's they just need to stop it. And what kind of cruise ship was that? It looked like a tugboat.
Hold on.
It
Let me
looked like a fisherman's boat. Like,
hold on. Let me
what people was on this boat? Where were they going? Where were they coming from? It's just crazy how all of a sudden they can put this stuff on the news, broadcast it. Oh, it was a cruise ship, the hantavirus, the contavirus, the Zika virus. They got off the ship. We flew them overseas to, you know, Czechoslovakia, and they got off, and it's just crazy. I mean, it wasn't even a cruise. It was not a Carnival cruise or Royal Caribbean or
Mhm.
a Virgin cruise. I don't know what kind of boat it was.
They didn't say what kind of cruise it was. I heard it was supposed to
No.
be like a really expensive cruise because it was like almost 2 weeks or like 2 week cruise or 3 weeks or
Who
something.
who goes on a cruise for 2 weeks?
That's a
First
long
of all,
time.
first of all, so you know that this is a lie. This is a lie. And then how many people? It was like 200 people, maybe less than that. I don't know. It wasn't 250. I know that.
Let me look
So who were these people?
at the virus ship that you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a tugboat. That was some people, that was scientists,
Hold on.
doctors and scientists that was on that boat.
I gotta see this for myself. I haven't
It
seen.
wasn't no normal people. That's some bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
did you see they were talking about, I sent this to you earlier, Seventh Wonder. They had like some type of test tubes. I
Mhm.
forgot what country, and the test tubes went missing, like 130 of them that had the hantavirus in it, and they haven't been found. And all of a sudden, the hantavirus shows up. So
Oh, so again, injecting people with this probably, right?
And I guarantee you, those people that was on that boat were the scientists, and they the one had the tube.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can
They
find.
went on a cruise. They just put that in there. That's the storyline that they came up with. Oh, we gonna say that they was on a cruise and they was going and they was visiting and this and that and woo woo woo, and then everybody gonna get sick. Somebody who gonna volunteer to get sick?
they was in the ocean experimenting, probably.
Experimenting. Yeah.
Is this the ship right here, y'all?
I think so.
Whatever that tugboat looked like.
She call it a tugboat.
Yeah.
Hold
That's crazy.
on.
Like,
Let me see.
I'm telling you, it looked like a fisherman's boat that go out and catch crabs and fish.
Oh, is this it right
Yes, it's a little bitty boat. That boat was not big enough. That boat was not big enough to say that people were on a cruise.
here? Oh boy, they said the outbreak is on the move, y'all.
You
Okay.
see that?
Well,
That's not it.
you vote right there.
No, not the little one
Oh,
that's up against the. I'm talking about the blue and white one.
The big one. Okay.
Yeah, well, it ain't that big.
Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back.
A cruise ship is gonna have layers
Uh-huh.
of of levels.
They
It's
were
gonna have at least 4 or 5 different levels on a
Mm.
cruise ship.
So they supposedly they were out there cruising, huh?
I didn't see no outside nothing. I didn't see no TV on a cruise ship. I didn't see none of that.
I'm trying to find them. They won't show it. This is it right here, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
she got a
guess.
point.
Yeah, that
You
ain't no
remember
cruise
that?
ship.
You remember
Usually the
the?
bottom is way bigger than that.
Wait a minute. Remember
Yes.
to one?
And then where these doctors come from? Who is that?
Let's look at the ship that we were on when we
He
were.
he looked like he's a crisis actor. That one right there in that suit.
Him.
He don't even look real. And he looked like he lying. I'm serious. Look at that. Like what? 200. It was less. They said it was less than 200 people on that private. It's a private cruise. Where is the name on the darn boat?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, here's our cruise ship. Hold on. Let's bring it up. Hold on. Well, we weren't on the boat. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if I can share this. But shoot. Sorry, y'all. You know how it brings up your memories. So this is our boat that we were on. I don't. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can share it. I don't know.
And then
The
all of a
rescue
sudden,
boat
all these
then.
people get out in white suits and blue suits, and a emergency. We can't even read what it say on the emergency.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's suspicious. And the thing is, like, they keep saying, "Oh, yeah, it's not gonna," but they trying to act like, "Oh, it's nothing to really be concerned about," but then they keep broadcasting it like it is something to be concerned about at the same
What
time.
what was that? What was that when they brought out? It was before the C-19. What was that where they went over to Africa, and what was that where people were getting? They said that people were getting sick.
Ebola?
Ebola. Now you know how long Ebola lasted. It wasn't long. Maybe what,
Yeah.
2, 3 months? That was it. And you didn't hear it anymore. It was
Mhm.
over. It was over. Oh, if that you can't leave the country because so and so it is. What they stopped people from going to in and out the US. That was
Mhm.
something else going on.
Can y'all see
Mhm.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like, remember when they were either leaving or departing? This is the ship that went past us because we were parallel to the ship.
Now that's a cruise ship.
Remember?
That's a cruise ship. It's got the name on it. And it looks like Carnival because it's blue, red.
It says Carnival on it. The
Mhm.
Hey, now that's a cruise ship.
mm-hmm.
Okay, now you see how it's got 5, 4, 5, 6 levels on there?
2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 tiers on there.
Yes, yes. It's got you see the top of it where
Mm-hmm.
the engine, the motor of the engine, where the wings are. That's a cruise ship. Okay.
Okay. So we got
Now
uh-huh.
this other tugboat mess, I don't know what that is.
Let me see.
I'm serious. They need to stop all this dramatics.
Hold on, let's look at it. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to it. They're showing the oh, here it is. This is it right here that they're claiming. Okay, let's go back to the boat. This right here. If they get the words off the screen though, it's hard to see it. They don't
They're-
really they don't really show it that much. You notice that?
They don't because they don't want you to see it.
They
They
want you to
really
pay
don't want you to
attention to it.
see it. They don't want you to pay attention to it. It's all a distraction. That's
Just
all what it is. Because all this happened when
Mhm.
they stopped all those flights and they fire and they closed down Spirit.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a picture of the boat right here. That's it. Can y'all see it?
Mhm.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You
Mm-hmm.
see how flat that base of that boat is?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there was a cruise ship, just look at this. Just freeze it for a second. Don't move it.
You'd have that under deck and stuff, like
You
that
see how
under.
that underdeck is close to
Mhm.
deep into the water?
Mm-hmm.
Cruise ships are not that, it's not like that. That's some other type of boat. That's not a cruise ship.
Yeah, like the balconies be higher up. Well, ain't no.
Yeah, the
Are there
balcony.
balconies?
You can jump off that boat.
It don't look like it's no balconies, and it don't look spacious enough for somewhere for you to be on for 2 weeks
For
because it
2
is so
weeks.
small. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even. This is the first time I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Girl, when I seen it, I said, these folks here, I tell you, it's a movie. This
I
this
didn't. I
this
didn't
ain't
pay
nothing
close
but a movie.
attention. I didn't pay close attention to the size of it. I was just like, oh, it is a little ship
Yeah,
out there, but
girl.
I didn't pay
When
close attention to the size of it.
y'all better be looking. I'm telling you, this done been they trying to bamboozle us. That's what this is.
You
When I first I said, what is that?
got a
She
point.
keep calling it a tugboat.
You got a
What is that?
You do have a point. I didn't ever
Yeah.
realize that, and plus I didn't look at it until you just
And
brought it.
how you cruise from where? From what is that? Alabama, Florida. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where is that? How you cruise from there to way over there to wait a minute? They'll be shaming themselves. Girl, this is a mess.
I don't know where they said it was coming from. Hold on.
All I know is they were in the European vicinity.
That now you make a point. That boat does look a lot different.
Yes.
It does.
This
And it
boat,
definitely-
this cruise ship is sitting on top of the water.
Yeah.
That other boat is sitting in the water.
Gliding in the water. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. The propellers and all that on a cruise ship are so huge. Just think about it. It's huge.
They said this is a private cruise ship, so
There was a
therefore,
private tugboat, a fisherman's boat. I'm just gonna keep it real, but you ain't getting on no boat like that and say that you're gonna be gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks,
I don't know how you
And
doing
you-
multiple weeks.
and you cruising from where? Switzerland? What they say? From where?
The story, because
Well, they were like Switzerland to Africa to Spain.
Girl,
They were
shut
like
up.
all over.
Shut up. Shut the damn door. Not in that. Shut the damn door. Y'all lying to me. Y'all
It was
lying.
all over the place.
You can't even, you know what? We're going to look it up. How
Yeah.
long does it take?
okay.
How long does it take to cruise on a cruise ship? How long does okay, let's look up how long does it take Carnival Cruise to cruise from Switzerland to Africa and then back to the United States. Yeah, I want to see that.
We looked up from like here to Africa. What was it today? It was like 2 weeks or something. It was like 2 weeks just to get from here to over there. I think it was a long cruise, or was it a week? I can't remember. But I remember we looked that up one time.
So you know that's some bull.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't remember.
hold on. I'm trying to do some research here. Now that y'all are bringing this up, hantavirus cruise ship. Let's see. Hantavirus cluster linked to cruise ship travel, multi-country. So
Multi-countries.
you're right. They are saying that this thing was supposed to be traveling to multiple countries.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple. So you know that's a lie. So they say, okay, these dumb folk, we finna make these folks believe anything we want them to believe.
Yep. And where were they going anyway?
I don't know where they were going. Were they in Argentina? Where was they bird
Yeah,
watching?
they was somewhere in Argentina, somewhere up there. That's all I know.
And they misspelled feces, FAECES, or saliva of infected rodents. How do you come in contact with that?
And why is rodents on the ship?
That's what I asked. I was like, were they?
You know what I'm
They-
saying?
They
Like,
claimed that they were out bird watching in the vicinity that they were in. The
well,
feces was out in that area when the old man and old woman was out bird watching. So
How did
they
they
the
come in
ones who
contact
but
put
with?
it on the boat.
how did the rats get in on the boat? They
It,
swam on there?
I think the rats weren't on the boat. I thought the rats. That's what I thought at first, but then they tried to say it was the man and the old man and the old woman that brought it on the boat because they had been in contact with the
You know what?
feces
I'm
at the bird
done. I'm
the bird
cooked.
watching site.
I'm cooked. I'm in the oven. I'm fried. They done blame it on some old people.
That's what I said.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Girl, this ain't nothing but a crisis movie. That's all what this is.
So they're saying an adult female and an adult male both died over in the sea while this was going on, and their body.
Did they show their picture?
That's
don't
the old man and the old woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so did they show the picture?
It's right up here on the screen. I'm reading it.
No, the picture of the old man and the old woman.
Oh, y'all, because I hadn't been following it like
I
that.
hadn't seen
No,
it.
they ain't gonna show it. They ain't gonna make up a name. You watch.
Right.
And I promise you, you ain't gonna be able to find their death certificate. This is how I'm telling you, these people right here.
Did they say how
it's
many
sick.
people passed away from it so far? I know it was like 3 at one point. I don't know if the number went up.
And you know what? It couldn't have went too far because they said with less than 200 people on there.
Let me see the initial cause of this mess, because that's dumb and stupid.
Well, but then they're like, oh, they got to do the contact tracing because people who were exposed was around other people. So but I'm like, if y'all had wanted to keep it, confined to one location,
okay. And
y'all
then
learned a lesson from last time.
And then let me tell you something. All those ambulance and aircraft, they were supposed to have suited everybody up. And then they turned around and said they let them go home. What?
Yeah, they
You know
did.
what? I haven't been watching it. So everybody's back home?
Everybody back home.
They spread them,
Girl.
they spread them like what was it? Georgia is one place, Nebraska, from what I
Nebraska.
understand.
And then California.
And
Virginia.
Was it Sweden? You said Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't know they took them to Virginia. Y'all be careful.
Girl, it ain't nothing a big look.
I thought them people were still on that boat. I didn't realize that the boat was evacuated.
Well, they brought them back to the U.S. Girl.
Yes, they brought them back to the U.S. and they had aircrafts to take to take each one of those passengers where they were going home.
Yeah.
Now you mean to tell me that this deadly virus, they let them actually go home? Why come they didn't quarantine them?
Yeah, they put them back into general population.
Well,
yeah.
And I think Mama was saying when she was watching the news, they were talking about it has like a 8-week incubation period or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Now, look, you know what?
So you're gonna send people home before they
stupid.
have quarantine before 8 weeks of quarantine.
8 weeks of yeah. 8 weeks. 8 weeks. You know what a person can do in 8 weeks?
And they said that you don't develop symptoms right away. You don't even know that you have it. You be walking around.
You have to wait until you get the symptoms. What the heck?
To know that you got it.
Everybody that was on the cruise should have been quarantined for 8 weeks. That's how you know the shit is a lie. Girl, I'm done with it. I told you it ain't nothing but a movie. It's a distraction. It ain't nothing but a movie.
How did Gene Hackman and his wife get hantavirus, y'all? Hold on, I'm gonna try to share my screen so we can see.
I saw that story too. Like
Who?
Gene Hackman. Who is that?
I don't know who it is.
You know who Gene Hackman is? He's an actor. He's a well-known actor.
Oh,
and they probably just picked him.
Okay.
Because you remember when, I don't mean to cut you off, but you remember when the C-19, all these actors first was getting on live, talking about they had contracted it and
Idris.
all this and all that.
Mhm.
Shoot. Some of them actors probably say, oh, no, I ain't getting on this antivirus mess.
Mhm.
You can't pay me enough to get on this. I'm not doing that.
They're claiming that Betsy, the Hackman's wife, was after being exposed to the urine droppings or saliva of infected rodents.
How did she get close to the rats? How did she get close to it? And that's what I'm saying. Like, let me tell you something about being on a cruise. I done been on 4 or 5 of them. And I
Right.
tell you, they have people
Mhm.
on there every time they port. I mean, they spray, they scrape, they mop, they brush
Mhm.
everything from the top to the bottom.
Mhm.
Ain't no rats getting on no boat. I'm telling you.
It says here rodent nest found near the house where Gene Hackman's wife died of hantavirus.
So the rats got on the boat, got off the boat, and went towards Hackman them house.
First of all, I didn't know rodents made nests.
Made it that far.
Didn't know.
No,
I didn't know
these is
rats
different rats.
are
It's
making
different
nests.
rats.
I don't know what them rats on roller skates or something.
This
They
is
make
not
a
the.
nest.
These are
What?
not the same rats.
What?
These are different rats.
Rodents make nests.
Them is mechanical rats.
She
Them
says
mechanical rats.
no. I think she died from it before the cruise, right?
Did
I,
she?
Shit, I don't know.
I think she died before. Like, does it say when she passed or anything? Because I think she passed away before. Her death, I believe, is unrelated to the cruise.
Oh, it says
It's gotta be because Gene Hackman is old.
and his wife died. They both were found dead.
Who?
When?
It says it here. Look, nests and some dead rodents were found in outbuildings of the house where Oscar winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa were found dead.
Does it say when? When did they pass away?
See, New Mexico Department of Public Health.
Girl, don't tell me Gene Hackman and the wife dead.
Yep. It says she was 65.
They were old. Gene Hackman got to be in his 70s.
It says she died a week before her husband, 95, who was in the advanced stages of Alzheimer's disease.
Yes, he got to be old because he's been in the movies forever.
Authorities found the deceased couple in their home in February.
Girl, shut up. And this just happened.
Wait a minute. Something's not making
But
sense.
this says February 2025 he passed away.
Why-
Oh my God.
why-
Don't tell me that they got the year mixed up.
How do they have? Oh, it does say April 2025. It says died of hantavirus, y'all. April 2025.
Yeah, that's what I said. Theirs is something unrelated. Like theirs was before. Because
So
they were
they
saying
had-
like
So Hanta was out last year.
Last year.
It.
And
I
we
saw
just not
somebody-
hearing, and we just not hearing it that these people on the boat just discovered it, just got it.
Right.
And girl,
So somebody
Mm-mm.
had a Lysol can. And remember last time when they was like, oh, it says on the Lysol can kills coronavirus. They said it says kills hantavirus on the Lysol can. I don't know if that's true. I didn't go get a Lysol can.
Hold on. I'm about to go get one. I'll be right back, y'all.
but-
Go get it.
Girl, this is a mess. I'm telling you. You know what? It's a shame that this world has come to this, to where they have to falsify diseases in order to get people attention, for them to, I guess, become what I want to say, become awake by the most deadly disease ever. And they want to put it out like it's just crazy. They have a way of scaring this world,
Mm-hmm.
and they pay people. This is just a part of
It's an ulterior motive, I think.
girl. I can't even get my mind wrapped around this.
Because last time it was like, oh, you got to get these shots, all of these rounds of these shots, because
Yes,
otherwise
people
you're
was,
gonna die.
and I believe that's the reason why come my body started acting crazy. I didn't have all these elements until I took that doggone
Mm-hmm.
uh that first booster when we had to go to Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
And then,
fly unless you show your card. You can't
yep,
do this unless you show your card. You can't get on the plane unless you show your card. You can't, you gotta, oh, now you gotta go get the booster
yep.
because the first round, did it won't kill it. And
They, they
I
literally
remember when
have.
we was in Puerto Rico and me and my husband had got married. Girl, everybody, I mean, everybody was walking around in masks. It was just like a
Mhm.
darn freak show. They was covered up from head to neck.
Oh, it does say hantavirus, y'all. I'm about to take the picture. Yes, it does say it. I'm looking at it right.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how long
I've had,
Lysol been out?
I've had this can for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But period. You know
I've,
how long Lysol has been out?
where is it? Oh, here it is.
A long time.
A
I've,
long time.
I've had this
Look,
can
she's
of
taking a
Lysol
picture of
spray.
it.
Yeah, I did. I've had this can of Lysol spray for a long time. I've had this for a while. I'm
But this
about
is
to.
not a new can.
It's
But
not
I saw somebody. So it's like it's something that was already there. Now they trying to like promote it and
like
bring it
Ebola,
bring it back.
like
But
Ebola.
Yeah.
Corona was a Corona. Is Corona on there too? Because Corona was on the Lysol can too.
Let me see, because I saw H1N1 on there too.
There you go. All of this stuff is already like it's already
Yeah.
exists.
This is a mess. You couldn't even go
Um,
to the hospital.
Oh
Even
yeah.
now.
But you know what? Think about it. They was having people out here with medical IDs. You got to show people your medical. What happened to HIPAA and medical
Yes.
privacy? Like
Yes.
that goes out the window. Like ain't no medical privacy.
It's
What
not.
happened to my body, my choice? Oh, that goes out the window too.
Yeah, this
That's a
is
whole bunch of hypocrisy.
this is disgusting.
So it's a
Had people standing in line just to buy alcohol. You remember it was a shortage on alcohol and sanitizer,
it was a shortage on bullets. I don't know what that was about, but everybody was at the gun
shortage
store.
on toilet paper.
yep.
Oh, mm-hmm.
SARS is on here.
SARS.
Mm-hmm.
Cover your mouth up
But
if
you
you
know
got
what?
SARS.
This just go to show you, you know how deadly when pneumonia, chicken pox, measles, mumps, all that stuff was out back then. Well, y'all probably don't remember. Y'all was probably too young.
We
And
know because I think weren't they giving shots out for that stuff?
yeah, you used to have to get they call it a vaccination shot, and it left
Mm-hmm.
this big old bruise on your arm, and they stopped giving it to they stopped it because people started complaining. And so they stopped giving it in 1969. So everybody before 1969 has the vaccination shot on their arm, I guarantee you.
MRSA is on here. You remember MRSA?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Staphylococcus.
yeah, staff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Here too. Influenza,
Yeah, flu.
hepatitis,
Yes.
C virus,
Mm-hmm.
herpes simplex,
Mm-hmm.
type 2, um, coronavirus is on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's on there. I saw it. Yeah. So,
So,
and I had
mm,
this bottle way before May the 1st or April or whenever this
but you
hand.
know, they actually took Lysol off the shelf. Remember that? Right
Uh-oh.
after the C-19, you couldn't even buy Lysol.
Oh nah. We were ordering like some alternative to Lysol from like Amazon or wherever
Yeah,
we
from
could order it from
Amazon and stuff
online.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it
And you
wasn't,
know what?
but it
And
wasn't even
then
Lysol. It was
Lysol
like some
company
other
said,
brand.
stop this madness. We're going back on the shelf. Quit this lie. And they started back selling it.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
mm.
remember because people were trying to make their own like home hand sanitizer because hand sanitizer wasn't in the store. So they was
Yeah.
like
You can
mix
even find
alcohol and
bleach. You can even find bleach.
yep,
I remember that.
Clorox wipes, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so, look, Vaughn, this Miss Melanated Chicks. This is what we were saying, and this is what I said. You mean to tell me now, all of a sudden, people clean, people washing their hands, people getting clean now? What were y'all doing at first?
They
Right.
ain't clean now.
Because I'm like, that was a regular thing. Y'all all acting like this, but what were y'all doing at first?
They're on TV. And then wash your hands for approximately 35 seconds.
Seconds. Yeah.
Why are you telling grown adults to wash their hands?
You couldn't even find gloves.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so y'all were being nasty at first, and now that this came out, now all of a sudden y'all being
And you
clean.
got all these old people scared to go outside. It's people that have not left their house since the C-19.
Oh,
Right today.
I hope
Oh,
not.
that's sad.
Yes.
Scared. They done scared them.
Yes. I remember when I was still working at the VA hospital, the Veterans Administration Hospital, when all this was going on. And I was working in the home health
Mm,
department. And we
mhm.
would go out to the house, and it was people that had not left their homes since this C-19 stuff came out. They were scared to leave. They were ordering their food and their groceries and their toiletries and all that stuff through, Kroger's and Winn-Dixie and Safeway and Sam's and, Walmart and Targets and all that stuff.
Y'all see this Lysol bottle?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So anyway, Mr. Tager, have you been listening in? What are your any thoughts and opinions on this?
Um,
He said
I
he
don't know.
can't believe it either. Shit.
Yeah, but this is the Lysol can. I just wanted to show y'all out there. I had this Lysol can way before Hanta was introduced to us for May and April of this year. And I just hope y'all be safe out there. See through the propaganda, but also protect yourselves. Y'all be safe and everything. Let me see how long we've been on here. An hour and 42 minutes. So we're not too far over because I said I won't be on here longer than an hour and 30 minutes. Do we have any closing words before we head on out here?
Stay safe, stay positive. That's it.
And
Been a
don't listen
long
to
week.
everything that comes on the news
Yeah.
because it's just news. It's
Mhm.
just something new. News. It's something new for you to engage in.
Because clearly
Here comes the news.
that haunted been on that Lysol can, so that ain't new.
You know what? I stopped watching the news. I haven't watched the news in so long. I don't even know how to get to the channels to watch the news.
I
Okay.
get my
'Cause-
news from TikTok and Instagram.
yeah, because it's just all a lot.
It's overkill, right?
Yes,
Hmm.
it's just yes, yes.
Well, and I feel like the news ain't really the news anymore. Like it's a bunch of people saying their opinions on TV. That's what I be seeing. It's like, all right, I'm not learning anything. There's nothing I need to know here. Or either it's yeah, like some propaganda, and y'all just trying to get people worked up.
Yeah, I believe the last time I watched the news is when Hurricane Katrina
Oh,
hit New Orleans. So how long ago was that?
That was a while.
it was a while.
Yeah.
And also, do y'all have social medias? Did y'all want anybody to follow y'all anywhere? Anything you want to promote? Business, service, products, goods, whatever you have going on?
All good here.
Okay. Melanie,
Well, if anyone is interested in patchwear,
mhm.
I design patch trucker hats and patch trucker jackets. Um, they are custom. You're not gonna see two alike. And if you want to be stylish, you can follow me at Vaughn's Creations on TikTok and on Instagram.
Von's Creations, guys. VON, is it apostrophe
The
S?
free S, yes,
Creations on TikTok and Instagram, everybody.
Instagram, yes.
And of course, you know where to find me, BJB_TV or brown.girls.beautiful on Instagram. Y'all know I have the Melanated Queen and Melanated King shirts. We got hoodie sets, jogger sets. We have t-shirts. We got all types of stuff, short sets, whatever you want. Crop top, skirts, hoodies, everything. So yeah, check out Vaughn's Creations because she's very, very creative, y'all, very fashionable. And so we're trying to get the Tager into starting something. We're trying to push Gold Sugar into getting into something of her own as well. So, we can be on here promoting our brand, y'all, because we are business owners, we're CEOs, and we're bosses out here.
And if you're ever out in Texas in October, we have the largest state fair. You can come out. I believe children under 7 is free. If you're 8 and older, it's $12. Uh, up till I think 16. If you're over 16, it's $20. But you will enjoy it to the fullest. They have all different types of stands. They have all different types of rides. It's nothing that you would ever, never, ever, ever see anywhere else. I always promote the Texas State Fair in Dallas, Texas. Um, so just come out if you're ever in Texas in October. It lasts for 22 days and you would really enjoy yourself. They have food, different types of food. It's games, it's museums, different events.
Benji.
You would just enjoy it. You would really, really enjoy it. So if you're ever out in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, in October, please come visit our State Fair of Texas.
They said everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything is always bigger in Texas.
And are you going to be selling your creations at the fair?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Wonderful. Vaughn's Creations, everybody. All right, y'all. I am going to depart. Thank you so much for the panel guests joining us today. Thank you for the chat section, Maddie Ice, Fox Galaxy. We appreciate you all. Any new subscribers, consider giving us a like and hyping the video. Please share if you care. And also subscribe if you like our vibe over here. Okay. And you can join
Yes,
the tribe.
and give them your cash app.
Cash App, y'all, is $ BGAB clothing, guys. BGAB clothing. Yeah, but and this is the channel of substance over here. We talk about a multitude of topics. We are multi-talented, multifaceted over here. So we can talk about any topic. We talk about world affairs. We talk about celebrities sometimes. We just talk about everything, everyday challenges in life because we're very genuine, very down to earth. So I hope you enjoyed the
Oh, we didn't get to talk about Cardi B.
We didn't talk about Cardi B. What about Cardi B? She back with Stefan Diggs, is what I heard.
Yeah, and then was arguing with him like 2 or 3
Yeah,
days ago in
yes,
public.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard as well. Didn't really get into the details of why they were arguing, probably because he was doing something, you know, not too
Messing with
sure.
the chef.
So look, did last week Gold Sugar and I we were exploring the court situation and we couldn't even get past it because she got irritated, so I had to cut it short. But yeah, that chef was definitely trying to get some attention. Like that whole freaking lawsuit about she got strangled, I think that was some complete nonsense. And he was found not guilty, by the way.
Who? Who is this?
The chef that was accusing Stefan Diggs of strangulation. You know,
Oh my goodness.
he was paying her $2,000 a week.
What?
Yes. Yes, to live there. And then when it was all said and done, she said she didn't have a car. She said she didn't have a place to stay. So you mean to tell me at $2,000 a week, you couldn't afford a place to stay of your own? You could have bought your own a whole freaking house.
Yes.
I don't feel sorry.
Wow. I
Yeah,
don't feel sorry for her.
yeah, you gotta check it out when you get a chance. It was some nonsense.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. This
Mhm.
is this is really, really crazy. Man, this world is getting weird.
It
It has
is
gotten weird.
it is very weird and strange. So you just got to keep a close knit group around you, and just kind of be careful who you intermingle with, y'all, because people crazy out here.
What about this Chris Brown and Usher concert tour that they are spending like $3,000
Yeah. What about it? Yeah,
pop?
eight G's a month, Maddie Ice, and she couldn't afford a place to stay. I won't go see them. I'm not going to go see it. I have better things to do with my money. I'm pretty sure if I had something going on, they wouldn't be supporting me. I can watch them on TV. That's how I feel about that.
I
Yeah,
saw
it's gonna
somebody.
be it's
I
gonna
saw
be on
somebody ask.
YouTube.
They asked the question. They were like, What are they? What they must be broke because they both like Usher been like constantly touring. He did the Vegas thing, and now you doing another tour. So it's like, what financial situation you got going on? He probably has some lawsuits or something.
Did y'all see Usher squirming on stage?
Mm-mm.
Squirming. What was he doing?
I you didn't see it. I sent you the freaking video. I said, why is he moving around like that on stage?
Probably didn't even pay attention to it.
Oh, hold on. Let me show y'all real quick. And yeah, I'm sorry. Gold Sugar went to go see the Cardi B show. She
Oh,
went
so how was it?
It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. We went in Baltimore, and it started late. Like it was very messy. I guess unorganized in Baltimore. It just wasn't a good look for their city. But other than that, the show was pretty good. It was pretty good. We had decent seats and stuff. So yeah, she did all right.
Hmm.
I,
Mm.
I would have accompanied you had y'all come here. But yeah, this is Usher and Chris Brown on stage together, guys. And this is Usher dancing, and this is Chris Brown singing.
What is Usher doing?
Wait, the
That's
tour already started?
yes, girl. Under
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh
this,
yeah, the tour has already started.
mhm.
What is he doing?
Bring it up to my place, and you'll be like, baby, but I know you. Now bring it up to my place, you
You
don't
know
know
what?
what you need.
Man, that look that look like some Omarion stuff where he what Usher doing.
Yeah, I don't know. And why is his hair blonde?
Cisco.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
That looks like some craziness Omarion would do, thinking he doing something.
But at least Amarian, he'll be pop locking with it or something. I don't know
Amari
what.
can dance, y'all. He can dance.
Yeah, he can dance.
He can, but he be getting caught doing some. It just don't. He be getting caught at the wrong moments because he be like, "What was that?"
And who is his stylist? What the fuck? I mean, what the heck does he got on? What is that?
He had to
What's
get new
that?
styles, y'all.
Nobody wear black leather pants on stage anymore. That
He
went
ain't,
out with Eddie Murphy.
he ain't hot, is he now? He ain't hot, is he?
Ah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
Take off that turtleneck. Um,
yeah,
but you
this
know what?
is a mess.
You know what? I'm actually about to call it a night, but thank you for having me. Y'all continue with your conversation and
Yeah,
enjoy. Have a good night, everybody.
all right. But girl, this is a mess. Like,
Yeah,
what is that?
this is what I sent to you. And I was like, I said, why is he screaming across the stage like that?
Like, what? And he not even dressed. He not even stage appropriate. Like, what is that he got on? I know Chris Brown was probably saying, "Nigga, what is that you got on?" I'm serious, dude. Like, come on now. Yeah, and they paid $3,000 to see that. Girl, I would took my $3,000 and went and bought me put put down on me a car for that.
Shoot, they probably use their income tax money. You don't know.
Girl, I wouldn't use my income tax money on that. Uh-uh. And Chris Brown probably mad. Really. He really didn't even need Usher to go on a tour with him.
He did not. He did not.
He didn't. He must be doing Usher a favor.
Yeah, they splitting the money or something.
Yeah. And Usher must needed the money or something.
Yeah,
Because Chris just came off
yes,
uh,
yes, his own
uh,
tour.
his own tour. And I think he went to 30 some states.
And people were paying $1,000 just to see him backstage. Amusement.
Yes.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
So I don't know why he turned around and did this with Usher. It just doesn't make sense.
That's
It
what
just don't.
when I saw it, I said, "What is this going on here?"
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. So that's what they got going on, y'all.
Girl, this a mess.
Ain't it though?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
get your Chris Brown and Usher ticket, y'all. Go see him on the move.
They not even the same to me. Usher is not even the same. It's not even the same rank
Well,
as
you
Chris
know,
Brown.
Usher was on tour too. He came out here too. He was out here on tour.
Who?
Usher.
By
Usher
you talking about by himself?
I believe so. I believe Usher was. Let me look it up.
He must didn't make a lot of money.
Let me see.
He must didn't get a lot of sales.
It says, let me see. 2025, Usher successfully wrapped up his highly acclaimed past, present, future world tour, which concluded in London on May 2025.
See, he went to London
Mhm.
because he knew that over here in the States, he wasn't gonna get a lot of money.
But he was here too. Later in the year, he toured Australia with shows in Melbourne and Sydney and made a notable special guest appearance at Chris Brown's Breezy Bowl concert in Atlanta. So I guess that's when they decided to maybe come up with this tour. But yeah,
Yeah.
he came here. I remember. He was
Yeah, but I guarantee you he probably didn't get a lot of money from those tours
Mm,
because you gotta pay people the people that you have to pay is
yeah,
so much.
promoters,
The lighting, the
the dance,
promoters, the stage
mhm, administrator.
people. Yes, I mean you have to pay a lot of people. A
Mhm,
lot of people. And he probably didn't make enough money
mm.
after paying all those people. He probably did not make enough money.
So you think Chris was doing Usher a favor?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, for
Oh,
certain.
yep, yep. Look, it's right here. Hold on, let me share my screen so you can see it. He came to the Bank of America Stadium. I know he came out here.
Yeah. He didn't make a lot of money.
It says he was in Charlotte Friday, July 17th, Bank of America Stadium, Saturday, July 18th, Bank of America Stadium. And it says the R&B tour starring Usher Raymond and Chris Brown. Um, oh no, this is when he's coming. Oh, they're coming here. Well, when was Usher? Usher did come here too, but Usher was by himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Maddie Ice is saying, what are you saying, Maddie Ice? You said that's the whole production. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's costly. It's costly to go on tour.
Yes.
Have to have
Yes.
the sales in order to like absorb the cost.
Yes. And I'm not trying to be funny either, but like when Mary J. Blige had her tour,
Mhm.
like I think people just went because of the name because she's stiff as a cardboard box now. She
Yeah.
can't move with all that stuff that she have on, and
Mm,
she be dressed for the gods, but she
mm.
can't move anymore like she used to.
Bouncing around like a frog. That's what she
Yeah.
hopping around like a frog. I'm tired of seeing that frog hop that she be doing.
Yes. Don't nobody want to see that anymore. Like, do
Kitty,
something else.
want the sensory. We got the
Yeah.
yeah.
You
That's
need to invest in maybe in some perfume or
yeah.
some housing projects or
For sure.
something or
That's a good
do
idea.
something else.
Yep.
You
Hold on.
know, your
No.
time is up on the stage. Like,
Mhm.
start being in some movies or something. Go
Mhm.
back to, being in production like in theater or something.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like this concert thing is not it for you anymore.
Mm.
Like I believe she's 50 something now.
Mhm. I think so. Yeah, she got to be.
So
Mhm.
it's time for you to come off the stage. It's not like you the Temptations or the Whispers or the OJs or something like that.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
in a band, like a legend band, like the Barcades or the Gap Band or Parliament or Commodores or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you're not in a band. You are a one woman's band. So you doing all the lip singing because the only time that you singing live is you're ab libbing because everybody else in the audience is singing the song, you know.
Mhm.
So the same thing with Tony Braxton. I
Mhm.
love Tony, but Tony needs to find something else to do.
She
You
was
know,
for too.
yeah, she was in Vegas.
Mhm.
She was
Cuz
in Vegas.
he came out here, Tony Braxton.
Yeah,
Break
you
my
know,
heart. So
me,
you
uh,
think they tried to make her sound like Anita Baker?
girl, uh-uh,
No.
quit it. No,
Okay.
no. At least Anita sings live.
Mhm.
She sings her songs live.
Mm.
Oh, and did you hear about that Beyonce is pregnant again?
Mm-mm. Didn't hear about it, but I heard Monaco supposedly might be,
What? Stop.
according
The
to
madness.
Tasha K.
What?
I don't know how true it is.
Uh-uh.
Mm.
Yeah. She said that she's gonna start um Beyonce's gonna start um grooming her daughter to
Mhm.
take on all these different big singing projects and
I could
start putting her in concerts and stuff like that.
I could totally see that. Yeah.
But you know what? They never show those twins, those artistic boys.
Because they are autistic. Well, it's a boy and a girl. The girl, they do put her on stage. She's very excitable. The boy, not so much, because he does not respond the same way in public.
Well, you know why? Because one is low functioning, one is high functioning.
Hmm.
I think that they're both artistic.
They
And
are.
it's nothing to be ashamed of. But
They
you never really see them. You
that's
never really see them.
that's why. And I think sometimes they react differently depending on like the crowd and stuff.
Yeah,
The
because that's how artistic children are. You
hmm
know, it's something that their brain cannot, you know,
hmm
develop enough in order to take on noise and change and different just it's just I can't explain it, but that's how it is. And I think that the mother and the father, I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are scared of them being exposed.
Right. I mean, that's understandable. And, Kanye had kind of come out with that information and exposed it to everybody talking about the twins. When I don't really think that was his place to do it, but he did say it and then he tried to delete it on Twitter or something like that. But yeah,
Mhm.
this is one of the concerts with Beyonce and Blue Ivy. And then I think you're going to see the twin, the female twin. What's her name? Rummy.
Mhm.
She's on here. Hold on, at the end. I think it's at the end of it. Right here. You see her? She's very excited.
Mhm. Mhm.
They're trying to kind of contain her, but she's very excited.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a clip of her.
My life without
Mm-hmm.
And another thing about Beyonce, I know that it's a lot of, Beyonce lovers. I, millions. I know. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they hyped her up more than they should have.
Agreed.
You know, they gave her too much,
Mm-hmm.
and she's really not what you call a singer,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because
Performer.
she's more of a performer.
Yeah.
And she didn't come up with those steps and those moves and stuff on her own. It didn't come natural
What? No,
for
it.
her.
I can clearly see that it takes a lot of. She has to put in a lot of practice to dance. Um,
Yes, a
right,
lot.
like somebody like Aaliyah, who's a natural dancer, or Maya,
Yes,
natural
yes,
dancer. Maya
yes,
also trained dancer, but as far as like her writing, a lot of people wrote for her.
yes,
She's very fictitious when it comes down to like faking stuff for the media. It's just, certain stuff is disingenuous about her. But I think they promoted her because they manufacture a lot of these celebrities for
hmm,
reason. And she said to practice witchcraft too. So that has,
yeah,
a lot of things have a lot to do with why people have the type of success that people perceive them to have.
yes. Because she could not read. I I
Oh,
mean,
I remember how when she would do like press conferences, she didn't speak well in front of crowds and stuff. She sounded
that's the reason why she does not. You have not seen her speak
yeah.
on any type of daytime talk show or interview with some of the top what do you call them uh what do you call them when they're they interview you. What do you call them? Yeah, but you never see her
Mm-hmm.
do any of that. It's
Mm-hmm.
always, oh, she's gonna put out a documentary. Well, even during the documentary, she's not talking.
Mm-hmm.
She's not speaking. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, her mom, the top witch,
Mm-hmm.
she really does all the talking
Mm-hmm.
for the family.
Everything is orchestrated. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of these so-called celebrities are very manufactured. They're disingenuous. Everything is orchestrated for a PR stunt. It has to be very strategic. And that's why I don't, you're disconnected with people like that. I like people that are real, down to earth, and more genuine. But everything with them is more for showmanship. It has to be, perceived a certain way by the public. Everything that they do is orchestrated. So
Hmm.
that's where
Hmm.
I'm like, I lose interest, and I'm not connected with it at all. Like, I like Michael Jackson. I think, yeah, he was very performative, but also I just feel like he was a very kindred soul, very kind hearted, and he had like an innocence about him. Beyonce, I just
Yes.
never felt that connection at all. Like, no.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
It seemed too performative.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
These people, I tell you, when you wake up and you really dive deep into why these people are placed in certain positions,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see that it's all just, for show. It's all just a movie.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
Mm-hmm.
And once hire the right people, to be in your corner, to protect you, to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that, you're going to make all this money, they'll
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a program. It's a
Mm-hmm.
program.
Mm-hmm. It's manufactured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I've never seen Beyonce live or in concert.
I never had the aspiration to see her live. And she came here too. They shut the city down for her. They shut down at 3 p.m. She was at the Bank of America Stadium last summer. But
Hmm.
I didn't really care.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was
And,
just
and and just like when she had Blue Ivy, when they said that Jay-Z shut the whole hospital down,
Mhm.
3 flights of the hospital.
Yeah, they shut down the whole floor. Mhm.
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
cannot believe that.
Well, I think because I don't think she carried, remember, she didn't carry Blue Ivy for real. That was a
Hmm.
you remember she sat down and her stomach caved in on that interview.
Hmm.
She wanted to portray the image that she carried the baby, but she didn't. So that's why they had to shut down the whole hospital, um, floor, because whoever really did give birth to her probably was a surrogate, and she just didn't want the public to know the truth. That's all that was about. And it's just like
Right,
people go to such drastic and extreme measures to try to paint this lifestyle instead of just being honest. Or even if you don't want to disclose stuff, why do you have to lie about it? It's just
right,
too much. And that's why I feel disconnected with these people, because y'all doing way too much to try to make it seem a certain way when you know it's not the way that you're trying to portray it. Like, I don't have time for that.
right,
Just tell it. At least with Cardi B, she's out there. It is what it is with her. Yeah, she got pregnant by a man that's not her husband, and that's her fourth child, but she's not hiding it. She's not trying to have a PR stunt, in my opinion. I don't think that was a PR stunt. I think she just
right.
ended up pregnant. That's what I think happened with that. But she went on with the pregnancy. She kept the baby, and she basically let her fans know, my baby's here now. What, you want me to put you want me to put the baby back? Because they dragged her for that on social media, but she did not apologize for it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
she
Right.
just let it be what it is. And people like it or they don't like it. She has 4 children now with 2 different men, and they're here.
Yeah. So you can't put it back up. I mean, she can't put it back in. I mean, so
Right. That's what she said.
hmm, it is what it is.
Right.
You know. So I've seen people do worse,
And
way worse.
yeah, and also too, like the Brandy thing. Now I do like Brandy's music, but I always felt like Brandy just came off as too much of a goody two shoes. It was irritating to me, even back in the like early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
It was annoying in a way to me because she came off as so goody two shoes, and to me that was a disconnect again because that's not the real her. You know, she ended up pregnant by that producer. She was not married, but she lied to the public and said she was married, all because she wanted to be perceived a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of
Exactly.
that, with the Wanye Morris thing, you know, back then she was technically underage. I think 15 or 16. Now she came out with a book. Excuse me. In the book, she's trying to say that he took advantage of her.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, at your big age of 40 some years old.
What?
You're trying to say that Wanye Morris took advantage of you back when you were like 16 and 17.
And then how old was he then?
Oh, he was like probably in his 20s.
Mm.
Yeah, he was in his 20s.
And that thing with her brother, like what is
Ricky
he doing?
got issues.
He has I I just you know what? I think that he's and him and his wife supposed to be back together after he had this breakdown supposedly about not having much longer to live and all this kind of stuff. And
Well, I do know that he was on Shannon Sharp interviewed him, I believe, and Cam Newton. And I listened to the interview, and he was just saying how much he loves Princess. He'll never love another female like he loves Princess and this and that. But honestly, I believe he goes both ways.
yes, I do too.
Hmm.
I believe that, and I believe it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
these females are okay with being with a bisexual male, and they're okay with having babies by these bisexual men. You know,
Hmm.
do anything for money.
Hmm.
And you know, that's just
Hmm.
it. That's why I don't feel like these people are to be idolized in no way, shape, or form because there's no more morality amongst them. There's no decorum. There's like where are your morals? You know, this man is probably messing with other men. Same thing with Stefan Diggs, because I think he's got a little feminine side to him as well.
Really?
But yeah, I do. I really do.
Hmm.
So, you never paid attention. Let me show you some
I
pictures.
I've never really paid attention to him.
Hold on. Let me get your opinion on something. All right. Let's look at this right quickly. Because I showed this last time. Well, you weren't on the channel when we talked about Stefan Diggs. But yeah, here it is right here. Just looking at some of his fashion choices, and he has a furniture line out. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Hmm.
But these are some of his fashion choices, and I just want you to take a look at the poses and things like that. Like, I don't
Okay,
know,
you got to blow it up a little bigger.
I don't know if I can make it bigger. I'm not sure if it'll get bigger. This isn't the one that I was trying to show you. It went. See, look.
Can't really see that.
Yeah, you should be able to see this because it's bigger. So I don't know why you can't see it. But I,
Okay, hold on. Now I can
mm,
stretch my screen. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
so
Yeah.
no, just
Yeah.
poses. You know, there are certain ways
Yeah.
that people that are feminine, like This is something how a female would pose,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I don't know how she didn't pick up on that.
Mm. But a lot of those rappers was dressing um sort of feminine,
Hmm.
wearing the crotch shirts and
Yeah.
the
But a lot of those rappers, he's a football player, but a lot of those rappers, like you were saying, dress like that, but they also mess with men. A lot of them.
hmm hmm
So they're just messing with bisexual men, and that's why you can't be idolizing these people, y'all.
Mm-mm.
That's just my thought on it.
Yeah. Well, if they like it, honey, that's on them,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they think that that's cool, because I've always thought even the first baby daddy, what's his name? Take what
Take
was it?
take off,
Yeah, take off.
Offset. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Offset. I think that he was kind of. I think they're all kind of
Flamboyant.
crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Very flamboyant.
Yeah, I could see that.
hmm
Yep, I could see it. Was Offset in the dress too? Let me see.
Yeah, even Rihanna's baby daddy,
Oh,
husband.
oh yeah, definitely ASAP Rocky. Yeah. Oh, he's definitely flamboyant. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
all of them.
all of them. Yeah. Look at this. Look. Hold the freak up. I know he's not in a
Yeah,
can't. This can't be. He dressed up as Cardi B for Halloween. Okay. Hmm.
yeah, and they think that's cute. Like, come on now.
Well, back in the day, you remember those guy bands? They did dress real feminine. You remember that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
did.
yeah. Even like Parliament, Barcade,
Yes.
all of them was, you know, even some of the Commodores and
Hmm.
yeah, mostly all of those big bands. They
Yes,
they all dressed in those tight pants and
they
crop
did.
tops and you
Flash.
know flashy, shirts with the bows in the front and
Hmm.
you know they all did it.
This is ASAP Rocky. Who you talking about? Rihanna's
Mhm.
significant other. He's very feminine.
Mhm.
And wasn't he sucking Young Thug's chain? Was that him? He's carrying a purse. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, him too. Young Thug, all of them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I believe that was ASAP Rocky sucking. Hold on. ASAP Rocky sucks Young Thug's chain. This was back in like 2016 or 2015. When I saw this,
Mhm.
sucking on his chain. He took a picture.
Wow.
Um, oh, here it is. That was Lil Uzi Vert that did that nasty mess. Here it is,
Yeah.
right? Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one of the city, look at this. One of the
Yeah.
cities messes with Lil Uzi Vert, I think. Why are you doing this?
Yes. Why? Mhm.
Wait a minute. Young Thug was sucking on Lil Uzi Vert's chain.
Yes.
Look at this.
Yeah.
He is too tall of a male to be doing this. This is ridiculous.
Mhm. That's why I say, you know what? Hey,
And they mess with these guys.
yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
And it's not right with that picture. It's no way I would want to be caught in public scene with somebody doing some mess like that.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's craziness. But anyway, we're gonna
Mhm.
we're gonna close on up out of here. We've been on here for 2 hours and 24. We're going on 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2.5.
Really?
I appreciate you for joining the panel today. It was nice to have you in the building.
I appreciate it. Anytime, anytime. You know,
Yeah.
I really haven't been having time, but we have to have um do more collabs together.
Of course
Um,
we do.
yeah,
Hmm.
because we got to keep this thing going and keep these people woke
Yes, indeed.
because they don't know what's really going on and what to really believe and what really not to believe.
Yeah, especially with that ship and that Hunter.
Yeah, that little tugboat for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
going to 3 different countries.
Right.
Yeah. With 150 people on there.
Right. Exactly. Mm-mm.
Girl, they need to stop it.
I
They
know.
need to stop it. These crisis actors, I'm telling you, the government, the government is so shady. It's
Yeah.
so shady that
Yeah.
they will go to the limit to try and distract, you
Mhm.
know, this world. They don't care. They don't care,
At
you
all.
know. But they've been doing it. They've
Yeah.
been doing it. Just like and I remember when they were saying that they were walking on the moon and
Yes.
the spaceship and it was all done in a theater, you
Yes.
know.
For
So
TV show. Mhm.
people got to understand like some things you have to use your common knowledge and your
Yes.
and common sense
Mhm.
that some of this stuff that they put out is not true. It just can't be done. It
Mm.
just can't be done. You know, placing the flag on the moon and them taking pictures and all this and all that kind of
They
stuff.
sure did.
You just can't believe all that stuff. You know. And what really got me is when 9/11 happened.
Mhm.
Like that's what really made me start paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, 9/11 really did it. It really,
Yeah,
yeah.
9/11 really did it, you know. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah. I remember.
all these fake people, these fake names,
Mhm.
the plane going through steel,
Mhm.
not crashing and
Mm.
coming out the other end.
Yep.
It's just, you just gotta just use your common sense sometimes.
Well, the thing is, that steel was so freaking hard that that plane would not necessarily go through that building because they actually made those buildings to withstand tornadoes. And in order for that steel to melt, it had to get extremely hot. So jet fuel would not melt that steel. Those buildings were detonated from the bottom up to weaken the infrastructure, and then they detonated the buildings. So it
Right.
was a whole planned out thing, and they still lying talking about these planes crashed into the building, and that's what caused the buildings to collapse.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And people, if you mention that to people, they just would not believe it. They
And then
just won't believe it.
they said it was so hot. Oh yeah, the fire was so hot. The other buildings around it started falling and collapsing too. Well, if that's the case, I've never seen where something caught on fire And then other things around it just started magically melting and going down in like a perfect demolition.
Yeah.
They blew up a lot of evidence. And, I told you there was a scientist that actually studied it because they collected particles from the scene and they took it to a laboratory and they found out that there was some type of explosive device used or explosive materials used in that explosion.
Yeah, because how is something gonna crash from the top,
Hmm.
but it starts from the bottom? If
Hmm.
it if something crashes from the top, it's gonna go from top down,
Hmm.
not down up. It's
Yeah, those buildings were demolished. And people know it. People know the truth now, but back then, they had people fooled. But yeah, it took a little while, but we figured it out. Shout out to Michael Moore, Fahrenheit 9/11.
okay. Okay. So you found out his name and everything.
Michael Moore did a documentary about it, Fahrenheit 9/11.
Wow, I'm gonna have to go look it up and watch it.
Yeah, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still available on Netflix, but I think I bought the DVD. Michael Moore, check it out. Fahrenheit 9/11. And then also there was another documentary on Netflix called In Plain Sight. PLAIN or PLANE. I forgot how they spelled it, but In Plain Sight. They did another documentary on 9/11. Okay.
Wow,
And
that's crazy.
yeah, that's how I knew that it was all a lie when I watched those things.
Wow. I'm telling you, the government is cruel.
Very.
And then put out a whole list of names, and some of those names found out that those people were still living.
Wait till you see, because I'm going to explore this on a channel when I have the time, how the world is run by evil entities.
Mhm,
Oh yeah,
mhm,
no, it's actually a document. I mean, a document that I pulled up on last F Your Feelings Friday,
mhm.
and it talks about the world is being run by very evil entities that we don't know anything about, and I forgot the name of it, but I have it saved on my laptop. We're going to explore that. You can actually find it on the was it under the CIA website? I forgot where I found it, but if you check out my last video for F Your Feelings Friday, I go over it and you can also see that document that I was talking about. It's very lengthy.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yep. That's why the world is feeling like it's evil, because it's being run by evil literally.
But I'm wondering what I'm just wondering, like, but why?
But why? It's always been a battle of evil and good and evil, I guess. You know, and they say the biggest trick that devil ever pulled was making people believe that it doesn't exist. People think the devil exists somewhere else. The devil walks amongst us each and every day.
Yeah. So, and that's why I say, like, people need to stop thinking that the devil is a thing. The
Mm.
devil is the people.
Hmm.
The devil is not just no. It's not a creature
Yeah.
opposed to
Hmm.
having being a snake or this uh this image of you know horns and a tail
Yeah.
holding up a you
Pitch.
know yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's the people.
Yeah.
The people are the devil.
Hmm.
It walks and talks among us.
Hmm. True.
you know
That's very true.
yeah, so once you come to the reality of that, then you'll understand, because that's the reason why all these different people have all these different bad spirits
Mm-hmm.
that jump in and out of people.
Yes. Here it
You
is.
know,
Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Sorry, but yes, you're absolutely right. The spirits that jump in and out of people.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually, a person, a walking and talking living person. That's
Mm-hmm.
the reason why this president, like every time they have president, people go out and vote, this and that, this and that. Your vote counts, your vote counts. They already know who they want to choose to run this country.
Yes.
It's already predicted. It's already, written in stone. They're even saying that they have found a way to where Trump can go a third term.
And I think that's what they're aiming for.
Hmm.
It's not. I was trying to share the document, but I don't know if I can share it. But it's called Bloodlines of the Illuminati. If you ever get a chance to check that out,
Hmm.
you might. It's under
Can you
CIA.
pull it up?
I was trying, but it's for some reason it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't. Let me see. I don't think. Oh, here. Let me try it again. Yeah, it's not showing up. Oh, why is it not showing up? Let me try it again. Let's see. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. How could I share this? See, image file. Here, slides in PDF. Let me see if this will work. That's not it. Video, image. I found it, but let me see. Bloodline. I don't know why it won't pop up. But yeah, this is very interesting. If anybody gets a chance, check it out. I can't pull it up because I don't know why it won't show. But I did show it on the last episode. We did go over it, but it's almost 300 pages long. And it just talks about the different bloodlines, the different families, how the world is being run by evil people.
Hmm.
And you can find it on CIA.gov by Fritz Springmeier. And this was written in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, it's crazy. All this publicity for, all these viruses and stuff. It's all evil.
It is.
It's all evil.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the devil.
It
You
is.
know, that's the devil. You know,
Oh, I
um,
got it. I'm sorry. You're going to see it in a second.
okay.
Here it is.
Wow. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Let me get
Mhm.
a screenshot of it. I got a screenshot of it.
Yeah, that's something that I want to explore on this channel when I have more time to delve into it.
Hmm.
I don't think people understand what we're really up against. Like, this is real stuff, and that's why this world feels so evil. That's why we feel all this oppression, and people think that this stuff is not real. This stuff is real. It says the
Hmm.
truth in this book will be too bright for some people who will want to return to the safe comfort of their darkness. And so
Hmm.
people of the world are an audience to which the Illuminati entertain with propaganda, just like you were talking about with the hantavirus.
Hmm.
Chip, just one of the thousands of recent examples of this type of acting done for the public was President Bill Clinton's 1995 State of the Union address. The speech was designed to push all of the warm, fuzzy buttons of his listening audience that he could. All the green lights for acceptance were systematically pushed by the president's speech with the help of a controlled congressional audience. The truth, on the other hand, doesn't always tickle the ear and warm the ego of its listeners.
Hmm.
It very much is real, Matty Ice. That's what I know.
It's real.
You have to use your gift of discernment. And they spend so much time on wanting us to focus on everything outside of ourselves. This is
Hmm.
take time to, really sit down and pay attention to stuff in silence. When you're in silence, a lot of things come to you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but I'm going to definitely delve into this on the channel. Like I said,
Hmm.
and explore this. Just like Behold a Pale Horse. I really recommend that book to a lot of people. And like I said, I read that book in about a day because it was so interesting and
Pull it
insightful.
up so
Behold,
people can see the.
oh, they know
the-
because I talked about it on the channel. Um,
Okay.
all right, so let me see if I can bring up the cover. Behold a Pale Horse. Do they have a movie with it now? It says Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. Now I think you can get the book for free.
Mm.
Oh wow, it's for free now. I bought it. But let me show y'all this book. This is another one of my books that I would very much um recommend. Hold on, stop sharing. Let me see if I can share it. Right here. So you've seen me talk about this book on the channel before. And if you go back a couple of years ago and pull up some of my videos, I do.
I'm trying to screenshot the. Hold
Oh,
on. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, 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 no. Go back. Go right there.
yeah, this is free, actually. You can actually get this on PDF. And I'm glad to know it because I probably will go ahead and download this right now to my laptop. I'm going to save this in my downloads. But yeah, this is a really, really, really good book. It's 333 pages long, written by William Cooper, aka Milton Cooper. He was in the military,
Mm.
and he talks about, how there are other alien beings that live amongst us, and some of them are in the White House, some of them are on this planet, and the government is lying to us about it. So everything is not what it appears to be. We don't know sometimes what type of entities we're dealing with that look like humans. And there are such thing as shapeshifter. There are such thing as the Queen Elizabeth being a lizard being, but people don't want to believe that stuff. There are stations underneath the ground. There are cities under the ground. He talks about those cities in this book. Whole cities, whole live cities, and they are conducting experiments on other entities in this book. All types
Hmm.
of things going on. So yeah, this is why, like, when I think about, I guess when you realize the truth, you can never go back to like being asleep anymore. You can never go
Hmm.
back to unseeing stuff because you've been exposed to the truth.
Hmm.
So now when they put something in front of your face, it's like, I don't just believe what you're pushing on me. Let me think for myself because I know y'all lie so much.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this more
Yep.
um on this channel and get people to start coming in and invite others. Whoever is on this live, invite others the next time on her FU Friday or any time that she goes live, because you never know how the live is going to go, which way it's going to go, because it's natural and it's very innocent and it's the truth, because it's going to take you a while to digest everything that is
Mhm.
going on. But if you just listen and pay attention to yourself, whatever you listening to, some things is not what you think it is when you see it on TV or, on, I guess, on just social media, period.
Hmm.
You have to be careful, what you listen to and what you because a lot of this stuff, even even with entertainers, it
Mhm.
says that the sin is in entertainment
Mhm.
because they know that humans gravitate to entertainment,
Mhm.
and we're gonna be focused in, but
Mhm.
we're not focused in on what they're doing. We're focused in
Mhm.
on the excitement of it.
Mhm. And that's why they say thou shalt not idol worship, because people are idol worshiping celebrities, and that's not good.
Yes, yes, it's not good because at one point, they'll put it out there right there in front of our faces, but we don't pay attention.
Right.
We don't pay attention. And I'm gonna keep saying Beyonce, she was the most um uh uh high high celebrity, more advanced. She dibbles and dabbles in
Black magic.
craft and black magic,
Mhm.
and people don't really want to believe that because they don't want to see, they don't want to believe that side of her because she's such of an entertainer.
Mhm.
But it's almost like these people, they put you up under a spell or they
Yeah,
hypnotize you
which is a more
for for so long that, soon as you hear them, you're turned on. you
Mhm.
know it's like they have a remote in your back,
Mhm.
and you have to just cut it off. You have to pay attention to it. You have to really, really pay attention to it. Don't You're gonna always be a puppet for them.
Right. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy.
People get into full-fledged arguments about these people in the comment section, like going off on each other about somebody that they don't even know.
Yeah, she don't even know you. She barely know the people who work for her. She pay people to pay people
Mhm.
in order for everything to run smoothly.
That is very true, Maddie Ice.
Yes. Hmm. It's true. It's true. And people don't look at it from that perspective, but they should, because for you to go out and spend thousands of dollars for you to be hypnotized, and
Mhm.
then you go home the next day and you wake up
Mhm.
and a bill is due, or your rent is due, or
Yeah.
your car note is due, or your lights is due, or your water is due,
Mhm.
and you go to work and that check is short,
Right.
then what?
Exactly. Exactly. Put yourself first. Some people don't care enough about themselves. They care about the exterior, everything outside of themselves, other people outside of themselves. No,
Hmm.
you and your family come first. What are these people doing
Yes.
to you and your family?
And people say, "Oh, I'll go broke
Mhm.
just to go and see, so and so and so and so." Why would you do that?
Right.
Why would you do that? And then, I hear the phrases, "I want to just like Beyonce," or "just like so and
Mhm.
so." Uh, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. Why won't you want to be like yourself?
Right.
Hype yourself up.
Thank you. I
It's
love
just it's
yeah.
just sad to
Mhm.
how people think, and these phrases and these, that they use, that they spew out of their mouths is just ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's just exhausting. Like,
Yeah.
you just steady trying to be somebody else, you know, just like this person, just like it's people
Mhm.
out there that have actually went up under the knife and and wanted to transform themselves to look like these foolish people.
Oh gosh. Don't do
Look
that.
like yourself.
Don't do that. Because some of these people look like a circus act.
Yeah. Hype yourself up.
Hmm.
You know, stop saying, "Oh, I want to be like so and so. Oh, I wish I could be like so and so." Wish for yourself. Be yourself.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
You know, and we got to start teaching our young princesses and our young prince and our young kings and our young queens, you know,
How to be
how
lady
to yes, how to relate and how to be yourself.
and how to be gentlemen.
Hmm. How to be ladies and how to be gentlemen and
That's a
have some morals.
And that's the
Yeah.
conversation that I try to have with the children in school. Like, you know, how to be gentlemen, how to be ladies, how to conduct yourself in a ladylike fashion. Because they're watching
Mhm.
us. And, you know, you don't know if they have mentors at home. You don't know if they're being yelled at by, you know, their mother or talked down to. So when they come to school and you're representing yourself, they're paying attention to everything about you. You know,
Mhm.
the little intricate details you think they're not noticing. Oh, I like your rings. Oh, I like your bracelets. Oh, I like your jewelry. Oh, I like your hair. They like they gravitate towards that. And if you can relate to them and you can help teach them, they're going to actually embrace you, and then they'll come up to you, they'll ask you questions. You know, um, being able to relate is very important to people. Well,
Mhm.
a lot of people are out of touch with reality. Like all this,
Mhm.
like you said, these fake celebrities, these fake social media influencers, they call themselves influencers. They're not influencing anyone.
Mhm. Absolutely.
To earth, you know, just be yourself, like you said.
Yeah. So, I used to joke around, oh, girl, I'm gonna give me a booty or give me some, you know, new teeth or whatever. Like, I used to joke around and play around about that. But in all truth, I wouldn't do that for nothing.
Look at the people that did it. Okay. All right. So let's look at Cardi B and look at her situation.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj and look at her situation. You know, they're saying that that husband of hers had a baby on her, had two babies on her. I don't know how true it is. Allegedly, they're not really together. And she must have kicked him out. And he was using her money to fly women on these private jets using her money. Let's look at the people that actually invested into all this nonsense of the
Little Kim.
Lil Kim had a baby with who? Mr. Papers, a rapper we have never heard of.
Yeah. You know,
She could have done better. Who else? Let's run it down the line and listen to the lyrics that they write in their music and see if they're really living these lives as they want to influence the lives of young girls out here.
yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Let's look
What's
at
her name? Red Trap Red. What's her name? Reddy. What's her name?
you're talking about that shorty red. What's her name? The red person.
Yeah, shorty red chap, whatever her name is.
Of her name anymore.
I don't even know her name.
Bow, 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 bow. Her.
I don't even know her name. And what's the other one? What's her name? Golly, I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. I see her face, but I can't think of her name. She came out a little about 2, 3 years ago. What's her name? Her and the red chick came out around about the same time.
Is it Ice
Uh,
Lot
who? Who?
Lotto?
Not Lotto. She messed herself up too.
Ice Spice.
No, not Ice Spice. Uh, what's her name? And Jamie Foxx was taking up for her because somebody threw some at her at the concert.
Oh, Gorilla.
Gorilla, her too.
Mm.
You know, who else? Um, Megan Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all those girls, like they just have transformed into fakeness.
Mm. Like I said, listen to the lyrics and listen to their lives and see if they're really living like that, according to what they tell you.
No, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
So a BBL is not going to stop them from cheating.
Yes, getting new titties ain't gonna stop them from cheating.
Get
Even getting a new coochie ain't gonna stop them from cheating. You
new
know,
wigs, baby hairs laid to the side is not going to
it don't
stop.
stop them from cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. So it is what it is. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just like Lotto, she set up and got pregnant by that. What's that dude?
21 Savage.
21 Savage, and he married to a whole nother lady.
And he told you he was a savage when you met him.
Hmm. You know, my man, my man, my man. What? That's somebody else, man.
I
Hey,
don't I don't care for Lotto. I just don't. She's
yeah,
raunchy.
yes. And to me, she can't even rap.
She's
She can't
very
even sing nothing.
she's very raunchy. Um it's just, I saw her when she was on Jermaine Dupri. You remember that they had the
Yeah. And
Jermaine.
she was 16 then.
Yeah, she was like 14, I think.
Was she 15, 14 or 15?
Yeah, she was young, 14.
Yeah.
See how she transitioned over into like just like a hoochie.
Yeah. And now you 20, 21, something like that.
Hmm.
And you look like you 35.
That's what Nicki Minaj said.
Oh, she did?
She did. She had got into it with Nicki Minaj the other year. Yeah.
Oh, and what did Nikki say?
I was saying she looked old in the face.
Yeah. You she look like she about 35, 36 years old. Girl, you ain't number 20.
Mm.
Like, slow it down. And
Hmm.
you know that lighter pigmentation, it gets old real fast. So you need to slow it down.
She tried to grow up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could give any advice to the females out here, young girls, I would tell them, do not try to
Go
grow up.
fast. Stay young as long as you can, honey.
Yes, enjoy your youth.
Shit.
Don't let these dudes take your youth and just run through your youth and just
Yes.
through you, because it will have you looking old looking out here,
Yes.
stressed out and beat down. Don't do that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve your body. Let's put that out there. Preserve your body for you. Like your body's your temple.
Yes.
Be ran through.
And it's that part, that segment of your life is there for a reason. Your body is your temple. Your temple you're supposed to keep sacred
Mhm.
and clean and it's only made for certain things. It's
Mhm.
just gotta listen. You gotta listen.
Since we're into that, let's talk about hygiene and how the fact that cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yes, it is. It is. And if you out there, um sticking cherries and blueberries and syrup and hot wax and all that stuff up your coochie, girl, you're gonna have all kind of uh
Yes.
BV problems and coochie problems and drop vaginas and yeah, all that's gonna come early. So you need to, baby, they need to stop it. They need to stop it.
All that to impress the who? Who are you trying to
And you'll
impress?
get impressed.
This
Cause,
man that's
'cause
not
ain't nobody gonna be in the bedroom but you and that other person. So
or
why is that such
or look,
an issue?
or a few other people, because look at Candy and Todd.
Yes, doing all that, putting sugar and honey in your coochie. Sugar and honey supposed to go in cereal and in cakes and pies, and honey supposed to go on cornbread. Like, come on now,
I,
y'all need to
I
stop.
to be honest, like certain things will throw off your pH balance. Females
Yes,
not
that's what
have
I said. You're gonna have all kind of yeast infections
over
and BV infections.
sugar in the diet is not good for females, and a lot of cheese. You shouldn't be eating cheese. You should not be eating a bunch of what is it, dairy products.
Dairy products,
Not
yeah,
good for women, not good for females, y'all. Maddie Ice is laughing. This is truth. We're telling them
yes.
out here.
I'm telling you the truth, honey. Dude, that for JJ gonna be on the ground.
Oh gosh.
Honey, I'm serious. And stop putting things behind between your cheeks that don't belong there. That's the doo-doo.
Because
That ain't the
when they get old,
mm-mm.
they're gonna have to wear the pins.
Yes, you're gonna be dripping from the front and from the back. Like, yeah, they
Ain't
need
hold,
to stop that.
ain't hold it together trying to make it to that bathroom.
I'm telling you, they're gonna be saying like Big Mama's house, oh, I got to go, I got to go.
Because I feel like if a dude is into that, like, how? First of all, how did he get into that?
Yeah. So, and then like what here's my thing. Why do he feel like he have to put it there instead of putting it in the right place? Like what because normally there is a nerve that is so far up in that canal for them to hit in
Mm-hmm.
order for you to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, get an orgasm. So why would you want to put that back there
Mm-hmm.
in order to receive that?
Hmm.
That's just nasty.
They're trying to impress these guys. They are doing threesomes to impress these guys
Why?
to keep them.
That's not gonna keep them. They just gonna go out and do more threesomes with other people. That's
Man,
not keeping them.
they doing all types of stuff because they don't see themselves as the prize. They desperate out here. Desperate.
Yeah,
They say desperate times calls for desperate measures, y'all.
you just setting yourself up for failure and for early death. That's
Persuading
all.
this
And to
girl
be on medication for the rest of your life.
and be wearing the pins all extra early.
Yeah.
I'm
I
serious.
just don't understand, like, what is the purpose of that for you to allow a man to do that to you and you a female?
Hmm.
It doesn't make sense. That is used to doo-doo.
Hmm.
Feces come out of there. Like nothing is clean about that. Nothing.
And they are obsessed with it. I'm telling you, because they all in the rap music, all in the rap lyrics. They ain't doing that stuff for real.
Yeah. They just want to see if that your dumb butt can do it, will do it.
You
And
said
you dumb enough to go out there and do it. Ooh, they said it in the rap, so I'ma do it. Yeah, girl. I'ma do it.
Ooh, look, Kim said she was doing it. Take it in the
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Swallowing babies. Why
Yeah.
would you want to swallow babies? Like, you know what's in that?
It's a what
Babies.
they don't get sick at their stomach and start throwing up.
Yeah. Uh-uh. No, ma'am. Uh-uh.
Your body is your temple for a reason, and cleanliness is next to godliness. That is for a reason.
That's for a reason. And
Mhm.
if I wish that more young people, more young females, especially since we are females, that they will come onto the channel and listen
Mhm.
because this is some serious stuff.
Do you know how many people end up in the hospital from doing stuff
Yes.
they should not be doing?
I have worked, let me tell you, I have worked in a hospital for over 20 years. And I have seen when females come through the ER with things that are inside of their bodies in the wrong place, front and back.
Mm.
And it looks like the inside of their guts is on the outside
Oh my goodness.
from getting that done to them.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, just imagine, when people say, "Oh, I got hemorrhoids" or something like that. It
Mm.
the whole intestine. I'm gonna keep saying intestine because I don't want to say the wrong thing, the
Mhm.
right thing, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna say the whole intestine is out.
Ew.
The whole intestine is out. The front part where it is supposed to be secure and enclosed, all that has dropped out of.
Oh, that's why you said that. Wow.
Yes, it has dropped out.
Oh my gosh.
It has come out.
Would they
If
have to get
if you have not seen that, you don't want to see that.
don't want to see it. I don't. No, I don't. I can't.
You
Mm-mm.
don't want to see that. That's the most disgusting that I've ever seen. That I've ever seen. Even putting, certain ingredients
Mhm.
inside of a
Mhm.
person,
Mhm.
when it can get so contaminated to where the growth, when they think that they're dishing and they're taking a bath and all this,
Mhm.
they do it so much
Mhm.
to where it makes it makes a fungal
Mhm.
bacteria around there.
Mhm.
If you look up the waffle
Mhm.
disease and put it up on the screen.
Ooh, I don't even know if I want to see this. Oh my gosh. This is something new. I never heard of this. Oh, you hear me? You hear my fingers clicking. Oh my gosh. What in the world? They're saying it's completely fake. No medical doctor or reputable health authority recognizes this condition.
Yes, it's real. It's real.
Oh my gosh. Let me
It's
see.
real.
Okay, so is it like bumpy things? Ew, I don't want to put this on the screen. This looks disgusting.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my gosh. What
It's
is
real. It's real. And you think that it's not real? I've seen it
ew?
where girls have come through the emergency with
What?
that. Yes.
Mm, mm, mm. What in the world? Ew. You know what? Nah, I can't put this on the screen because YouTube is probably gonna take my video down if I show this. Ew. Nah, I can't. This is disgusting.
Well, for whoever's watching, you can look it up for yourself. You can look it up for yourself. Even, you know, it can come out through your mouth. It can
What?
come out through your nose. It
Ew.
can it can come out up under your breast.
Oh.
It's just like
Oh,
syphilis at its worst.
oh my God.
Syphilis can kill you
Mm,
if you don't get it treated.
mm, mm. Yeah,
And
people not.
it's yeah, people you can actually go blind from
Mhm.
having syphilis.
See, and these are the conversations people don't talk about. Like everything is always, a big game. It's everything's a video, a music video to people. Life is like a music video.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's taking anything seriously.
You need to take this stuff seriously. And, I tell girls all the time, save yourself. It's okay. I mean, it's perfectly okay. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. You know, double protect yourself. Use a vaginal condom and uh a leg or a cucumber condom too. Yeah, use both. Protect yourself.
And evaluate these freaking dudes, y'all. That's
Yes.
fun. Like, stop rushing to be with these dudes and getting peer pressured into doing what they want to do. This is your body.
Yes. And your life.
Mm-hmm.
Your life.
Because I'm pretty sure they're not bending over backwards for most of these females that are in these situations.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Could care less about them.
Mm-mm. Could care less about them.
It's
And,
thing.
these celebrities, they talk good game, they rap good game, they sing good game,
Mhm.
but behind closed doors, you don't know what these people are really doing.
You don't.
You don't know what these people are really doing.
Or what they're
It's
dealing
called,
with.
it's called entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
They get paid to fool you,
It's a trick.
to trick and fool you.
All trickery and lies.
Yes,
Yep.
it's all a part of evil.
It's very evil. And it influences the young females, the youth. That's the sad.
Mhm.
And it's like if you are a parent or a mother or an aunt or someone out here and you are trying to protect your younger sister or younger cousin, it's hard going up against all these negative influences.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard, and I know a lot of all the young people, they say, oh, it's better to be hip than to be a square. I'd rather be a square.
Talk about it.
I'd rather be a L7 square. That's two sevens put together. I'd rather be a L7 square than to be hip.
A life full of drama all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Something going on all the
Always at the doctor's office, always getting pills,
time.
always getting creams, always, it's something all the time with these people. Yeah,
Got to treat yourself better than that.
yeah. So, yeah, we're going to have to start coming on here talking more about, life's protection,
Yeah.
And getting these young girls in the mindset of, saying no.
Yes. And how to say
Yeah.
no. Because now what's going on is females are getting shot for rejecting dudes and stuff at the gas stations. But
Mhm.
how is she saying it? Is she being disrespectful? You don't have to have all this sassy, spunky, nasty attitude if you're turning a dude down. Don't do all of that because these people, you don't know what their mental health issue is like.
And mental health, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
Mental health, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You never know who you're going to get twisted up with.
You don't.
That's the reason why it's best to conversate.
Mm-hmm.
And when you out and you just meeting somebody, take somebody with you. You
Mm-hmm.
never know how this person will date.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say date, don't sleep with.
Mm-hmm.
Date.
Right.
Date.
Meet
You
at
know,
a
and
public place.
and don't let them go all the way when you first meet him. I've been seeing him, about 2 months. 2 months is not long enough.
Don't go to their house. Don't ever go to their house alone.
And and don't let them come to yours.
No, don't let them know where you live. Don't let them know where you stay. Matter of fact, if you live alone, don't even let them know that you live alone.
Yeah,
Tell them
exactly.
you live with your family. You got roommates.
Yes. Tell them that 2 or 3 other girls live with you, and they
Or
always there.
men, you live with
Mhm.
your brother or somebody.
Yeah, and they talk about going to a motel, hotel. Say, oh no,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
And
I'm
if
not ready.
you feel
Mm-mm.
like you're losing out on the dude, no, you're not losing out on anything. You're losing out on problems.
Mhm. Yep.
That's
Exactly.
because they are not worth the trouble that they cause.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
They're
it's so
not.
many stories that I watch like that come up on YouTube about a lot of melanated females, beautiful ones too, and their lives are ended so soon, all because of a guy, because of a dude, because of a man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Or she might have had children, and it's sad.
It is. It's sad.
So it's okay not to be in a relationship, not be with somebody, be by yourself. It's best to take your time and really, really know who you're dealing with because it's scary.
Mhm.
People are not the same anymore like they used to be back, in the day. These
Mhm.
people are different these days.
Yep. They are. Yeah, they're only out for one thing. To see how much money is in your bank account
Hmm.
and
And
see how much they can finesse off of you.
yep, what they can get.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm going to log on out. I think she must have dropped off on accident. But this has been an episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. If you have stuck around, please share, like, subscribe if feel that we deserve it. And we'll try to come back on next Friday if everybody's available. And if not, we'll continue on some conversations later and we will be exploring deeper into some of these topics that impact us all. All right, y'all continue to walk in your divinity, celebrate yourself. You stay blessed out there and stay safe until next time. I'll tune in with y'all later. Signing out.